Hello.
Hello.
Here we are.
Yes.
Ready for more cases.
More chaos.
More chaos. Anyway, hi. We're actually sort of on time.
Almost on time.
Today. We know we are on time.
We're
It's
like
before
fashionably
on time.
on time.
Knowing us. Oh, okay.
Okay, well done.
Why is it just on here? But
Um,
why did you do this to me, game?
You did that thing where it refreshes every time the source becomes available.
It didn't do it earlier.
Didn't it though?
Well, there you go.
Anyway, there you go.
Spoiled.
Season of Suspicious Soap 2024.
I was too excited. I just wanted to get started. I
the
have
one.
no idea why I did that. If
Well,
I'm perfectly
it
honest.
just gave away our surprise.
Yeah.
I worked hard on that today.
Yeah.
I also worked hard on those icons.
Yeah.
The
We have some.
I know I can't remember what we called them. Where's my post-it note gone?
Oh
yeah, the crunch icon, the yeet icon, and the bottle side icon. I worked really hard on those.
Yeah. So we made sure to.
We have a counter.
Yeah, we have a counter because so far all we've had is a crush.
One crush.
One crush. Oh, I need to put the sound back on for all of you.
Crush.
I hope it still works. Because right now it's completely quiet in the game, so I have no way of telling if everything works. So you ready to go in and voice this absolute clown of a man?
Yeah. I should warn everybody before we start. My brain is doing the migraine thing today.
Yeah.
I have taken pills, but I am even more of a dum-dum than usual. So, Socket's kind of on her own mentally. She has only her brain cell.
I don't have a brain cell. We share one.
Yeah. See, this is the problem.
Which means I'm with it's even less than usual.
Yes.
Oh no.
You
are occupying that brain cell.
Zero brain cell stream.
Yeah.
Cool. Fun.
Oh yeah, I must get my phone.
Do you want me to get your phone before we start?
I'm sure nobody in my family has died.
You've done it now. I'm gonna go get your phone. No joke.
I think it's on the scales downstairs.
Oh, they put it on my scales?
Yes. I'm really sorry about this, everyone.
Wow.
So this is what happens, because every single time, like, when I'm like, oh, I don't need my phone, like a family emergency happens. It's just how it goes. I meant to get it before we started the stream, but hey, now we're not late. Yeah, just a heads up, the capture card is feeling very finicky today. It worked, and then it didn't, and then it completely yeeted itself into the oblivion. So, yeah, I'm sure it will be fine. I'm trying to remember actually what we discussed with this dude so far, and I really don't remember what we did yesterday. There's just a gap in my memory. Yeah, I will hold out. In the worst case scenario, I just have to throw it around a little bit. Thank you for getting
And
my
it
phone.
was on the scales, but in like the most deranged way physically possible.
Yeah.
It was like diagonally on there
yeah,
somehow.
I was watching a video, that's why. Sorry about that. Anyway,
What's holding out?
the capture card being a
Oh,
jerk
that
today.
guy.
Because it's being an extra jerk. Anyway. I don't remember what the guy said yesterday, let's find out. But something about soap.
I mean, it is.
Let's go.
The snow lay about. My neighbour did cometh in the evening, bearing a gift of tea. But marry, bitter was his drink, and when he left, I did fall prostrate on my table. 'Twas the tea alone did pass my lips that late hour, naught else.
Sure thing, mate.
Yeah. I was outside this bloke's window in the freezing cold all night, keeping an eye on his room. No one else visited his room but that short little round-backed Eastern fella. Why were you out there, mate?
Yeah, what were you doing there? Wait, what did you say? You were keeping an eye on Mr. Shakespeare's room all night.
Ah, that's right. Of course. The bloke's window is all but blocked up, isn't it? Now there's a little gap in the bricks where you can see into the room. So I spent the night trying to keep my teeth from chattering as I peered in through that.
The question is, sir, why?
Oh, well now, that's because he's on my list. What a piece of work is a man. What?
No. No.
Wherefore wouldst thou not stare in wonderment?
There are no miserable piles of secrets here.
Miserable piles of soap crits? Though?
What are you talking about?
This buzzing busybody hath not part in this play. I pray thee, pay him no heed, make no more ado about his work. Is that what he said? I have no idea. There's tedious words.
I'm sorry
there
for
we
clicking.
Go. What'd you say about me? Calm yourself. This court is concerned with what happened on the night in question. Nothing more. Was he trying to like do some weird gas stuff with his fork? I wonder. Gas pipe with, I don't know.
Indeed, that is so.
And as the testimony we have just heard clearly reveals, there was no one other than the accused present at the time who could have carried out this crime. You may be able to try to stick his fork in to trigger the coin thing. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because if he's got the meter in his room, and he's destitute, he might have been trying to like get change out so he could eat food. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Well, I believe this may be the final testimony of this trial. Okay, that's a fucking joke.
Yeah, this judge is a joke.
Oh my god. Yeah, they all have meters, yeah.
Yeah, and then the soap. Maybe he was making coins out of the soap.
Oh my
put in
god!
the meter.
Oh my god. It's not beyond the
I
bounds
mean,
of...
they're
They're coin shaped, aren't they?
Oh wait, maybe he was melting stuff into coins in that hole in the soap.
Why is there a
which
hole?
is
Look,
now
wait, where did it
missing.
go?
Where did it go?
What? Where's...
Yeah.
Where's...
Oh, it's melted! I bet it's melted! I bet whatever that was has melted. It was tea! It was tea! I bet it was tea!
Tea.
I bet it was tea. Or something.
Tea. Yeah, something. Something has melted.
Because, yeah, there was a thing in the hole, and now there's no thing in the hole. And I bet that's why it was outside in the snow.
Oh.
What is it, Mr. Naruhodo?
This bar of soap. When we first found it, I could have sworn there was some sort of round disc in this depression just here. A reddish one.
Yes, you're right. I remember it too. But now the depression is completely empty. And my pockets are wet.
Which would be why there's also a puddle under the meter.
Yeah. Yeah, because they've all been melting. And that's why he's being investigated by the gas company, because there's no coins in the blinking meter. He was pouring liquid into the soap, then storing it outside to freeze and use the frozen coin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Suspicious soap!
It truly is.
Spoiled season of suspicious soap! 2024.
Yeah. Truly.
Yeah.
Truly.
Woo.
Wow. And we're like, okay, sure, we could listen to your testimony, but also
soap.
No. Where could the disc have gone? The details of the bar of soap have been updated.
I can't believe how much of this case will hinge on soap, right? I love it. But how did the strychnine happen?
Now, counsel, the defense may proceed with the cross-examination. Yes, my lord. The wintry night of my discontent.
The snow lay about. My neighbour did cometh in the evening, bearing a gift of tea.
Hold it! To be clear, by neighbour, you are referring to the defendant, Mr. Natsume.
Oh, indeed, sire. Perchance thou wouldst that I call him the man from upstairs? And at what time did the mustachioed Nipponese visit you in your room? Our meeting was promised for the hour of 9, and lo, did he come to tender a gift of fragrant tea.
Details which are in accordance with the defendant's own testimony, yes.
And we were broiled in such a literary debate as history hath not seen before.
By which, I presume, he means...
Their discussion about who was the stronger, Romeo or Juliet. I, Shakespeare, did play the part of young Romeo, whilst my neighbour played the fair Juliet.
Yeah, okay.
Hot. Each of us dressed as would our characters be, to bring weight upon our merry experiment.
I dare not imagine that scene.
Frailty, thy name is woman. Canst thou imagine how dismayed I was? Yes, I had heard of the Eastern art of jujitsu, but how did I dream 'twould be a skill practiced by the comely maiden? You're not that late, Ganadoodles.
But we did just discover...
We started on time.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Actually, we started 15 minutes late.
Yes.
You didn't miss much, except we discovered that the hole in the soap is now a hole in the soap.
Like
That little thingy.
We've theorized that.
So we are theorizing that he was freezing liquid in the soap depression outside the window and putting that in the gas meter. And we do, in fact, yes, we have the counter.
Yeah.
We also have our dedicated seasonal banner. Spoiled season of suspicious soap!
So there we go.
Yeah. Yeah!
We are very ready.
So
Anyway,
yeah.
that's about it.
I don't think you haven't missed anything else really, I don't think. Except for the soap. I did think of you. I was like, oh no, we're having this revolution and Ganadoodles isn't here. They'll be upset. But that Shakespeare is trying too much to get the meter guy not involved. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about. He was like, this guy is not important.
But yeah,
That
look at
explains
the
the
fucking
puddle
puddle
underneath,
there
yeah.
underneath. Like 100%. That's. I think we got it right.
I'm pretty sure that it's at least a part of it. It's probably not important.
No, but
that's
Juliet beat Romeo up. This is not helping our case.
I believe the court has heard enough about your earth-shattering literary debate. Perhaps you could reiterate your statement about the tea that the accused brought to your room. I think he was using things like tea, in fact.
Yeah.
I think it was tea in the coin.
Which would be why there was nothing left.
Which might be why there was nothing left, yeah. My liege, I am thy servant. Gladly I would do thy bidding. But marry, bitter was his drink, and when he left, I did fall prostrate on my table.
Hold it! Let me stop you there. Mr. Natsume left your room at 11 o'clock, but it wasn't until 2 that the poison made you collapse. That amounts to more than 3 hours of missing time.
I thought it was 1:30.
Well, whatever it is, we now
Does
get to
everybody feel the need to do TikTok dances on the stand? I don't...
I'm not gonna press forward. You can keep doing this for a bit. Look at him go.
That is a gif in the making, it's true.
Also because of his stupid little shoulder things, it's just...
He does have it's quite mesmerising.
I'm taking it away.
Thank you.
If the defendant had really put the poison in your tea, that 3-hour window of time is something you're going to have to explain. Thank you.
Aha. You found. Gladly. 'Tis an easy task.
What?
I did drink of the tea, not whilst my guest did tarry, but after he took leave of me. Faith, 'twas stone cold, but at 1 hour post midnight, verily were my lips parched.
Objection.
No! Wrong button! I'm the clown here. Fucking...
Wait, hang on. Who's had the residue in it?
That was his.
That was his.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was his. Yeah,
He kept the tea and he used it in
Yeah.
the in the machine
Yeah.
for some reason. I don't.
That doesn't sound normal.
Nay, 'tis quite ordinary, sire. After all, thou wouldst recall our fiery debate. Amidst such argument, there'd be no time for fiery tea.
Romeo and Juliet again, and who are stronger?
Mr. Shamspeare, in summary, allow me to confirm. Did you not come here with the intention of naming your attacker? But of course, my liege. 'Twas the stooped lover of words did attempt to shuffle me off this mortal coil.
I mean, yeah, it was hot tea when he had it, but
yeah, he had his tea hot, I guess.
Yeah, and like it was determined that like the ring.
Oh yeah,
like,
there was a ring in.
Yeah, it's like
in
really
his teacup, but not in Mr. Natsume's teacup, right?
There we go. Look how.
Yeah,
high
there's
that
no
ring
ring in
sits.
Natsume's
Look,
teacup,
see?
and there is a ring in his, and we had.
So that indicates how long
so
the tea
Mr.
sat.
Natsume must have chugged it.
Yeah.
Because Naruhodo-san Esquire.
Oh, beautiful. Clean gift. Sorry.
Yeah, it definitely sounded like a mutual thing, but I guess Mr. Natsume maybe experienced it differently.
Yeah, I think so. I
'cause-
guess he didn't pay attention to whether or not like Shamspeare was drinking.
I
Or,
guess so. I don't, yeah, that's all I got.
We all know what that means.
Imagine bringing the guy tea as a gift and he just doesn't drink it. That's
Yeah.
very English.
Yeah, it is.
Being a bitch. And then he fights you physically. Yeah. And then he accuses you of trying to murder him. Half-ass in the job.
Yeah.
'Twas the tea alone did pass my lips at that late hour. Naught else.
No. So, you didn't have any kind of evening meal? Dinner? Supper?
Fie on luxury, fie on gluttony! To eat thrice daily is but a waste of time.
Sorry?
I would that my belly were full, no more oft than the sun doth rise. Do you think these are the strychnine seizures? Is he just having seizures and we're all pointing and laughing at him? Is that what's happening here? Because I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Well, most heroic eating habits, I must say.
Night and day do I fill my hours with learned study of the great bard and playwright. Hence is it, that there doth naught in my chamber be than the costumes of mine art. I hope he does.
No, because Natsume is going to get
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah,
that's
no,
going
you're
to be
right.
like,
I don't want
trouble.
it to be. Yeah. That would appear to be the case, as even a rodent was found starved to death in your room.
Wow.
Okay. I mean, the spasms potentially could happen after the poison has been recovered from, at least. I think it's fatal in about half an hour or so, but the spasms can last for 12 to 24. So,
Good talk.
we have that too, huh? Oh boy.
Hold on. Look at this little jumping. Like the things we don't see.
Yeah, the things we don't see. Amazing.
Oh, once the case is done. Yeah, we'll
okay.
click on that, but I will keep it up. Hold on.
I mean, I'm genuinely happy that's a gift.
Alright,
Okay.
reach your... Oh, wait, wrong screen.
Wrong
There we
screen,
go.
Thank you very much. Now I think of it, it's not just food that was conspicuously missing from that room, is it? Yeah, no, sadly, I think pretty much everything, every wiki, apart from like 2 or 3 in this world.
Yeah. Like, Final Fantasy, through some miracle, has multiple.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Which is
14
great.
days, sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything is bloody fandom.
Like Minecraft has its own one as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we had that discussion the other day, you and me, about the Zelda one.
Mm-hmm. I think the Zelda one is free again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much like
No, Ace Attorney was basically. I swear it's one of those fandoms that's just on Tumblr.
Because Zelda very briefly got taken over by fandom.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. And now it's.
And now it's back again.
Yeah.
Because didn't they sell it?
I
Or
don't
something. Or
actually
the
remember.
site that had it was bought
Yeah.
by fandom or something like that. There was
Yeah.
like a whole thing where everybody was like, oh boy.
Oh fuck, oh no.
Oh, yeah, this is the beginning of the end. And then apparently it was saved. I didn't know about that, which is great. I don't recall seeing a single play or script anywhere. Oh, Zeldapedia is the German wiki? Oh, okay.
Ah.
That's neat.
I think a lot of the
Which
time.
one's the English language one called then?
I don't know.
Hyrule?
It used to be Hyrule something, I think. But I don't really.
Unless I'm thinking of the Hyrule Historia, which, you know.
That's fine, that's an offline one.
Yeah, that's a book. We have it on our bookshelf. It still makes no sense. Basic and slow to get updated, but very simple and easy to use. That's really handy.
Yeah. Sometimes that's all you need.
Sometimes.
Yeah. I rely on, for like, say, Tamagotchi stuff, I rely on a mixture of random Tumblr posts and like archaic websites that somehow still live, and the odd forum post.
The Zelda Wiki moved to Curse from their own media wiki. That got bought out, and they then had a couple of years ago they moved back to being an independent media wiki.
see.
Was it a couple of years ago even? Crikey.
Time.
I just remember the discourse where everybody was like, ruh.
Yeah.
Didn't realise it had been that long.
Just Zelda Wiki.
It is called. Oh, okay. Zelda Wiki.
Wow.
Okay. That would be why I thought Zeldapedia was Zelda Wiki.
Mhm.
I was like, yeah, that sounds legit. Oh, I did say that I was stupid. I also have read this line.
Did you?
I don't think I'm hallucinating.
No.
And the migraine pills haven't kicked in yet, but
Yeah.
for I have devoured them all.
You've eaten them?
Every word be within my skull. Didst thou imagine otherwise?
Right, yeah, that wasn't misleading at all. Now, could you turn around, do you think?
Was Minecraft not independent until last year? I always thought the Minecraft wiki was separate from fandom, because they always had such a good one. And the actual fandom Minecraft one is rubbish. Which brings us to the conclusion that the only way the poison could have passed the victim's lips is in the tea. There's a ton to move for Minecraft. The other thing is... Oh, there's another one on Curse. That shows what I know.
God, Curse, man.
Yeah.
I only ever used Curse for my WoW mods.
Yeah. Same.
Oh my god, the other day, sorry, I briefly bring this up. I saw somebody, there was a thread about like UI design being horrific in games. And like often the remakes being worse than the original. And somebody had the audacity to put the default WoW bars as superior to the redone ones. As if I couldn't play with the originals. You could. I don't know how you did it.
I was on a laptop.
Yeah, but
I was also using a trackpad, and I don't know how I did that either.
no, you were just terrifying.
My brain is surprisingly adaptable in some very specific situations, and wholly rigid in every other situation.
Yeah.
I used to raid on a trackpad.
With the default interface.
With the default interface.
I don't know how you did it.
No, me
I was
neither.
like,
Me neither. It was something just mage things. I don't know. Minecraft has a story from November 15th, 2010. It was hosted by Curse Media, first as a standalone wiki and later as part of Gamepedia. As fandom purchased Curse Media on December 12th, 2018, the wiki also transferred ownership to fandom. That's crazy, the fact that it was 2018 and I never noticed. Embarrassing.
to be fair, I don't think you actually used it that much.
Well, in 2018, I would drop in and read a lot.
Really?
Wowpedia also went independent. Oh, that's cool.
Hmm.
I mean, I think the chances of me ever using it again other than to look stuff up
Yeah.
like in a nostalgic, oh my god, do you remember when, wait, what was that spell even called?
Yeah.
And how did I work it very specifically into my character's lore at the time? But still, it's neat that it's independent. But yeah, fandom's just awful, and I don't understand how they are...
Well,
I don't understand why they can't be bothered to do anything about
well, yeah, you load
They
fandom.
must just be profitable enough.
Yeah,
I
but yeah,
guess.
you load a page and you download about 5 different kinds of spyware.
Yeah.
I swear, it's just horrific.
I guess so.
Sorry.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I was
anyway.
outside this bloke's window in the freezing cold all night, keeping an eye on his room.
Hold it. But the windows of that house have all been filled in.
A historical artifact of the now defunct window tax.
Every single time, they just want to remind us of the fact that we remembered Windows tax, and they just want to acknowledge that we are amazing.
Yeah, without an ad blocker, they make so much money off ads. Yeah,
Mhm.
like i.e. me looking stuff up on Final Fantasy X wiki that one time. Every single time I loaded a page, ad. It was dreadful. Yeah, you're right. They're all bricked up horribly. As it happens, there's a little part of the brickwork at the bottom corner that's been opened up. I was looking in through that gap.
Yeah.
Yes, there were a few bricks loose, weren't there?
We created a
And-
whole hole!
And a few screws.
And for some strange reason, a couple of bars of soap lined up on the ledge outside as well.
We know why. I don't like going around poking my chin in other people's business, especially on freezing cold nights. But them's me orders, so that's what I'll keep doing, as long as there's breath in me body.
What's with all the theatricals today?
Out of interest, Mr. Meterman, after the accused had left and returned to his own lodgings, did you see the victim leave the room at all? No, I saw him slash out the window, right in the eye. No, he never left. He was in that room the whole time, as far as I'm concerned. And we can therefore discount the possibility of suicide. Why? Do you think he just
How can you
not
be so sure
didn't
of that?
keep the strychnine in his room? Oh, I see. The police carried out a thorough investigation of the scene and found no receptacle for the poison.
Sure.
And since we know the victim didn't leave his room and hence didn't dispose of the poison's container himself, it's clear that this was no attempted suicide.
Sure.
Only the culprit could have removed the receptacle.
Sure.
You don't know how you like normal ass looking people next to straight up cartoon character designs. It is odd, isn't it? Like there is a certain disconnect, but at the same time, I think
It works, but he does kind of look like he belongs in Leighton, right?
he very much has more of a Professor Layton vibe
Yeah.
rather than. But yeah,
To me, it just checks out, but also I can see why.
yeah, like I think, yeah,
Yeah.
like my brain is just kind of smoothing over it,
Yeah.
mostly because my brain is just smooth. It's spherical.
Yeah, well.
It's not so much thinking as it is pondering the orb.
Well,
But-
I think as well.
Yeah, the Professor Layton game designs for people sometimes are like actively like, how am I supposed to believe this is even human?
Yeah.
In some cases, like you'll just get people passing by on the street and you're going like, the. It's even worse with the Catriel Layton games, because Catriel is much more human looking than actual Professor Layton.
Mhm.
Like she's much less stylized,
Yeah.
but you've still then got those unstylized,
Mhm.
like your unstylized main character,
Yeah.
and then these really weird looking bystanders
Mhm.
and puzzle givers and stuff, and it's just like, quit. Quit. Anyway, sorry. Carry on.
No. Ah, yes. Lucidly explained, Counsel. Thank you. It really was. You can't argue with the logic.
No one else visited his room but that short little round-backed Eastern fella.
Oh wait, I meant to push for that. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh well.
So that's the entire
go through this bit.
testimony. Yeah.
What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo?
Well, I can't see any obvious holes at all, to be honest.
I can. There's one in the soap.
Yeah.
Quite an obvious hole. No. Oh dear. If nobody else visited Mr. Shamspeare's room that night apart from Mr. Natsume, I imagine the members of the jury will all conclude the same thing.
Right. He's guilty. Well, all we can do is press these witnesses for more information and hope for a breakthrough.
Yes. Well, that last line for sure.
Yeah. Bloody, 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 blah. Yeah, no one else. Hold it! You say a short little round-backed Eastern fella, and so you can't be sure if it was the defendant then.
Objection!
How many other short little round-backed Nipponese with a moustache do you think there are in London? Well, of course, it's only a narrow gap and it was quite dark, so I didn't notice the moustache. But he showed up at around 9, so I'm pretty sure myself.
And when the person you saw arrived, did he and Mr. Shamspeare drink tea together?
Nah, sorry, I couldn't say.
Why not?
Because I couldn't see into the room all that well, could I? But what I did see was the silhouette of that little round-backed fella wearing a pretty dress. Then the pair of them started some kind of wrestling match. I'll tell you, I didn't know what to make of it. I suppose that was the Romeo and Juliet championship battle getting underway.
That he could see,
Mhm.
yeah, well,
Mr. Meterman, allow me to confirm one final time. Apart from the accused, can you state with certainty that no one else visited the victim on the night in question? No question. Gasman's on up.
hold it. What?
Who are we holding? Who are we holding?
Pardon.
You? That guy? My lord!
Goodness me. Yes, Mr. Foreman.
It's been long enough I have forgotten completely. I've kept my mouth shut and listened up to now, but this has gone on long enough. Are you all with me? Oh boy.
Yes.
Are we to understand that you ladies and gentlemen of the jury are in agreement with one another? That you've reached a unanimous decision?
Clown.
Clown. Too right we have. Are you all with me?
Yes. Wait, no.
Here.
The defense is in the middle of a cross-examination.
To be honest, I was holding out a bit of hope for you, young man. Especially after you identified those few hours that followed the accused leaving the victim's room. Yes, well, 3 missing hours, as you put it. But in the end, what difference do they make? None as far as I can see. And since that's now apparent, there's really no reason to delay our decision any longer. Like I was saying before, if I don't take 5 bob home with me tonight, the missus will blow her top. Oh, what's that? Sorry, I didn't quite catch what you said.
Very well. Let the court be apprised of your decision.
I also really don't like that when they can do that.
No.
Just like that.
Yeah.
That's what summation examination is for.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will state your leanings as to the defendant's culpability.
Guilty!
Yep.
Oh, you don't need to
Guilty.
keep forgetting that.
Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty.
I, for one, am most displeased that Funseeks hasn't thrown anything yet.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, oh,
I did them special, like.
yeah, well, at least they're here. All of you? Well, it would appear that the jury is indeed unanimous. Oh, he's boring!
Do it for me, baby. Do it for me. That's right, big boy. Sorry. So, this time at least, it seems justice will be done. All's well that ends well, as they say. This calls for a toast, I feel.
Maybe he'll actually drink it.
He has done it once or twice. I
Yeah.
should have got that for a counter as well.
No, they
Just
don't
a tiny
count.
one off in the bottom corner.
Oh yeah.
To the guilty being punished.
Oh my god, she does sound like Hyacinth Bouquet.
Great. She does.
Bucket.
Well, I can't be doing that. So there you go.
Ah!
Get up, Mr. Naruto, please. The trial isn't over yet.
What do you mean, Mrs. Anto?
What about the information I found in this encyclopedia of British law I have in the last game, which we have to recap because this is a sequel? The obscure right that belongs to the defense in these situations. Remember?
Come on!
You
Come
can
on.
do it, boy. You can do it. Yeah.
It's a mission examination. Yes, that's right. We don't have a jury in Japanese courts, of course. But here, in the British Court of Law, we can reverse the decision of a majority of the jurors. We can force the trial to continue.
Yeah, like the thing we did literally like 2 days ago, wasn't it? Or 3 days ago,
yesterday?
Max.
yeah,
yeah,
2
we've
days
literally
ago.
just come out of court.
Yeah. Well, he's just,
Yeah.
it's like, you know when you get anxious, your brain
Shock.
just goes blank?
Yeah. Ah, yes. Eyes are wont to flit and minds are wont to wander. I remember.
This trial can't end now.
Third ever case.
No, it's a second.
Third.
Second.
Third.
Oh yeah, this is third.
Third.
I forgot about our friend.
Third in Britain. We had
this is third in Britain, yeah.
we had the wee Irish cove.
We
That little
killed it.
Wangstein.
You
Then we
killed
had
it.
the first one
Yeah,
of,
no,
of
it's
this
the-
guy.
yeah.
And then we had this one.
And we had one in Japan, so yeah.
He had
third in Britain,
yeah,
this
one,
is.
one in Japan. But so this should be his third summation examination.
Yeah. Whatever it takes, I just can't let that happen.
Yeah, no, I know, but this isn't his second trial because Suzaki was also a trial.
Yeah,
And so we had the Irish guy.
Yeah.
He had a summation examination.
yeah,
Suzaki-san had his summation examination,
Mhm.
and now we have this third
yeah.
one. And then Eggy's later. That would have been his fourth, I think,
Mhm.
against Fanziques anyway.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Ha. The defense moves to invoke its right to a summation examination, my lord.
I think that's quite,
Oh,
quite
oh.
reasonable. Why am I not surprised at my learned Nipponese friend's inability to admit defeat?
We're into it, Fanziques.
Yeah, he is. You know it. You choose to cling desperately to some archaic rule you barely comprehend instead of accepting the
I mean,
truth.
if we're gonna talk about archaic, sir,
Yeah, mate.
certainly no other defense counsellor in recent times has exercised the rights to a summation examination.
Because they all know that once the jury's mind is set, it cannot be altered.
We did it
which
twice.
is bullshit
Like-
because we have already done it twice.
Nevertheless, the right remains and must be upheld. The defense counsel's request is granted. The court will proceed with a summation examination as outlined in the Encyclopedia of British Law. Thank you. My lord, are you and your fellows prepared, Mr. Foreman?
Believe me, my lord, we know all about this young lad's tenacity. And we're ready for it! Need to stop doing that.
Yeah. Very well. In that case, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I hereby call upon each of you to state the grounds upon which you find the defendant guilty of the crime for which he stands accused.
Ba-ba-bum.
Judicial findings. The
Jurors'
jurors' contention.
contentions. The victim may not be well off, but he's a noble man and straight up, There's no reason to doubt the man. Well, I do declare the good gentleman has no reason to lie. In fact, I think he's rather splendid. Well, just look at the accused by comparison. He's Japanese, stoops all the while, and has a moustache. Very fishy.
We should put the banker against him. Moustaches are bad.
Yeah, moustaches are very fishy. There's no evidence to suggest the gangling actor is a fraudsman. For now, at least. I can't do, that's it, bucket. I really can't. I'm sorry. Oh, I really don't care, like, I just need this trial to end quickly. There are 3 hours of missing time. It's nothing when you reach my age, you know. Nothing at all.
Just left of as a reason. I like that guy more.
Yeah, right? I'm not seeing anything apart from the moustache.
I knew it. Every single one of them seems completely convinced.
It would seem that all the jurors have come to the conclusion that Mr. Shamspeare is a fine, upstanding and honest citizen. Oh, we need to just prove that he's a criminal.
If you ask me, they've all been bewitched by his strange theatrical movements. Well,
We worry all. And sadly, nothing Mr. Natsume has said appears to have registered at all.
Well, here goes. Let's not forget. I've pleaded with the jury on Sasaki-san's behalf before and it worked. So you never know.
Before we begin, it might be an idea for me to remind you exactly how a summation examination works, Mr. Naruhodo.
I remember. But... oh,
Thanks.
well,
you're still very new to British law. After all,
that's true, I suppose. And Sasaki-san's fate is entirely in my hands now too. There's always a chance I might have forgotten some crucial detail. Perhaps I should hear Susato-san out.
at least we know we win.
I
'Cause
wonder...
he's free in Japan.
Oh, should I let her talk to me through it again or not bother?
We remember. You pit jurors against each other and...
All the
I mean,
same.
I don't mind, but yeah, if he's so fine, why is the gas board investigating him? Because we don't know. I mean, they don't know about the coin.
No need, we know.
We know about the coin, or we speculate.
Yeah, thank you for the kind offer, Mr. Zarte, but I've been through plenty of these summation examinations already now.
Yeah, too.
I think it's important that we don't delay the start any longer than necessary.
Oh, of course, I understand. And I'm quite sure you're right. If you're confused by anything, at any point, you can turn to me for advice, whenever you like.
Man, I think we all could do it as Susato in our life.
I'll be here for you.
The key to this is really listening carefully to each juror's statement. Finding two things that are contradictory and pitting the corresponding jurors against each other.
I'm sorry, finding two that are what?
Contradicting.
Contradictory.
I know.
What's a contradictionary?
I don't know.
Is it one that just turns the other way? And they explain it anyway, yeah. I guess they just give you the summary.
Yeah. Without further ado, please, counsel, proceed with the summation examination. Alright, here goes.
Yeah, as is with this game, we know, but how do we tell it? Exactly. Because
Yes,
I do
my
think that the
lord.
gas board thing is probably gonna...
Oh yeah. Jury examination.
The defense's rebuttal. You can do it with me. The victim may not be well off, but he's a nobleman and straight up. There's no
Holy-
reason...
I'm sorry. Sorry. Well, there are plenty of people in London who seem noble but poor. Couldn't some of them also be liars?
I've no doubt about it. Like that shaky client of yours, for example.
Absolutely not. Mr. Natsume's no liar.
Now look, the point is, the only thing that passed the victim's lips that night was that Japanese man's tea. When you take the gas man's testimony into account as well, the truth couldn't be any clearer.
That's alarmingly logical.
But let me be frank here. I'm a gentleman with a gentleman's values. If it turns out that the old Shakespearean chum is a rotten liar after all, I'd gladly change my decision about the defendant. And I'm sure my fellow gentlemen on the jury would do the same. Isn't that right? I mean, some of these are... Well, yes, perhaps. But I don't see it happening. What's that? Elderly gent on the end here, you know? You'll have to speak up.
There are no phones here, so there must be some music thing here.
Yeah, there must be, because
Sorry.
we don't got no phones. I mean, we do got phones, but mine's off.
Yeah, same.
Unless, I don't think it's my keyboard squeaking. What kind of a, like a phone ringtone type sound? Or... I don't know. Look, I really don't care about all this nonsense. I just need this trial to be over. That's the music? Oh, that's irritating.
Yeah. How many gentlemen do we actually have on the jury then? Alright, sir. I may hold you to that. Don't forget what you said. So yeah, I'll just press the jury.
Alright, if you can show me that the victim was a liar, I'll reconsider my position.
Alright, next one.
I do declare the good gentleman has no reason to lie. In fact, I think he's rather splendid.
Hold it!
Or did.
Really?
Are you saying you believe the man to be trustworthy because he's rather splendid?
No, that's not what I said. The point is, the man is the victim here. What reason would he have to lie? And yes, he is rather splendid.
So you say, yet again.
Meanwhile, the man who stands accused behaves so suspiciously. It's exhausting to look at him. I'm afraid he's not splendid at all.
Splendid logic there, madam. Thank you so much.
And just look at the accused by comparison. He's Japanese, stoops all the while, and has a moustache. Very fishy.
Hold it!
No. Not one of those things is a reason to find the man guilty.
No, but he is fishy. There's no point dancing around the fact. He's Japanese, he has a moustache, and he stoops. You see, you arrive at the conclusion in just 3 steps. 3 steps! Like a waltz, in fact. You know, the more I think about it, the more this trial seems like a dance.
You seem to be several steps ahead of yourself, though, and you're on the wrong foot. No, there's nothing but circumstantial evidence here. There's no actual proof of the defendant's guilt.
The victim's version of events is backed up by what the big-chinned man next to him says, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
1, he saw the Japanese man there. 2, he saw no one else. And 3, he saw the Japanese man there. Oh! That's another 3 steps. Oh, this really does seem more and more like a waltz, doesn't it?
Right, and the prosecution will waltz its way to victory if I let you speak much more.
There's no evidence to suggest the gangling actor is a fraudsman. For now, at least.
Hold it!
A fraudsman? What do you mean by that, madam?
It really is a most tiresome problem for the company. Most irritating.
Uh-huh.
We can be absolutely certain that a customer is stealing from us, but without hard evidence, we can't even threaten to take action for fear of being sued.
I see, we're the gas company.
Seems that way.
Yeah, she's Meterman's boss! I'm sorry, you lost me a little there. Who are you?
My name's Meter Woman. I'm the wife of Augustus Altamont, owner of the Altamont Gas Company.
Altamont. What's that? Good gracious. Altamont gas, you say?
Gas is the future of energy in this country and around the globe, but proper handling is essential. As I'm sure our employee from the East End branch office would be the first to agree. Absolutely, Lady Quinby! Gotta be used properly! Altamont Gas is the best in the world, of course! I think we may have solved the mystery of the bow from earlier, Mr. Naruto.
Right, he bowed in defense. Sorry, he bowed in the deference. Thank you, deference.
Deference.
Deference. Is it deference?
It's deference.
Why the fuck does English work? Anyway, in deference to his employer's wife, did he? Ah, so would I be right in assuming that the reason Mr. Meterman was watching what Mr. Shamsuru was up to in his room?
I'm afraid that there's no end to the lengths that the population of the East End will go to in order to steal our gas.
Fuck love you. They should be stealing.
I really have no choice when the company identifies somebody as a possible fraudsman. But to dispatch a worker to watch the suspect day and night, we're very thorough in our investigations.
So you mean Mr. Shakespeare is...
I wouldn't come out and say it in public, but you can finish that sentence with a grubby little gas thief.
Yeah, they really have the B theme going, huh?
Yeah, they do, don't they?
You have noticed the public gallery in here, have you?
I think most British companies are quite happy to stalk people
Oh
if
my
they think
God.
they're stealing from them. See also the BBC licence fee.
Mm-hmm.
The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen. Faith, wouldst thou wound me with thy words, were I to let them penetrate the skin? But seraphs hear not insults, only choirs of angels in song. We may not have evidence yet, but my workers won't stop buzzing around you until they find it. And when they do, you'll find yourself blasted back to your angelic heights in an Altamont gas explosion. That sounds like a direct threat. And I think we should probably do some arresting. Because she seems to be bee-themed.
Yeah.
Naturally. With the buzzing, I think.
Yeah.
She's the queen bee.
Yeah. So, Mr. Shakespeare has been stealing gas. I wonder, Juror number 4, if you wouldn't mind adding that information to your statement?
My pleasure. Was it the bit about ripping that thief apart you enjoyed?
A little before that part about abject violence, if that's not too much trouble.
Yes, of course.
This could be it. This could shift the balance. Yeah, we can let's go bit and whoop.
The victim puts on a fine performance, but in reality is a common thief of my company's gas. Do we want to
With him
press
right
the rest
here.
of them before we do this? Just
yeah,
in
we
case?
could, like just for because we're curious, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Okay, yeah, I
I
don't
really
care.
don't care, just need this
But-
going quickly.
You keep talking about needing to take home some money. What's all that about, sir?
Doesn't he
Gets
lay
beaten
gas
up by his
pipelines, actually?
Uh,
Finish lass. Finish
Finnish lass?
Finish lass. That's what it's about. Is she's a Finnish lass?
What's that?
What? Oh, Finnish lass. That must be a racehorse. I'm talking about the Derby at Hyde Park, aren't I? It was a Queen's Cup last week, wasn't it?
Oh, really now? Derby.
There was a dead cert, that's the thing. I couldn't lose. So I took my wife's secret savings, like.
Oh my god.
But then that hopeless old mare went and did the unthinkable. Oh, that stupid Finnish lass. Oh dear. I think it's clear what happened, isn't it? This is the day the missus uses her savings for a trip down the pub. So come on, let this business lie now. Just give it up.
No, that's not going to happen.
3 hours of missing time is nothing when you reach my age, you know. Nothing at all.
Oh, same happens to me. I'm not even that old.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
where did
yeah.
the last 5 hours go? Oh, I don't know.
Wasn't it light out?
What do you really mean by that, sir?
Well, I'm not one to boast, but I get up at 5 every morning, I do.
Shit. Well, okay. Fuck you too, sir. Anyway, at 5? You're a really early riser then, aren't you?
What's that now?
I said You're an early riser.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I like to while away the hours in the evening reading books as well. But by about 2 in the morning, I'm usually too tired to go on.
Okay, don't call me out like this.
He sleeps at 2 in the morning, gets up at 5. Oh my, that means he only has 3 hours of sleep each night. What's that, dear? Only 3 hours of sleep each night! That's right, you see. 3 hours of missing time, like I said. It's not much, is it?
This really isn't helping. Yeah, okay, so we have currently 2 that we can pit against one another. The key is
The key to summation examinations is identifying contradictions between jurors' statements, Mr. Naruhodo. We did say that we knew this, but okay, thank you.
Right, and once I found 2 jurors whose statements cannot coexist, I need to pit those jurors against each other and make them fight.
To be fair, I think didn't they do this to us every single time we did a case, actually? This
Pretty
tiny
much.
summary.
Yeah, then hopefully when they see what they're saying doesn't make sense, they'll change the leading,
Yes, and if you're able to change the minds of the majority of the
yeah.
jurors, the trial will
I
continue.
know.
But conversely, if you're unable to do that, the judge will declare the trial over and move to adjudication.
Never seen that happen, so I can't let that happen. Somehow or other, I have to turn this trial around. I know what to do.
We have to make Franziques yeet something!
Yeah, so this guy and the other guy.
Oh, pit.
Objection!
Those 2 statements clearly contradict each other. Good gracious! To those statements, to whose statements do you refer, Counsel? You're so shocked he doesn't know what to say
Yeah.
anymore. Juror number 1?
Hey, what are you yelling about, lad?
I presume that you've heard juror number 4's statement, made by the wife of the owner of Altamont Gas.
Well, yes.
The victim, who you claim to be a noble, straight-up man, in fact turns out to be a common thief.
Well, so the good lady says, but there's no evidence, is there? You and I both heard them say as much. That's true. We don't have evidence as such, just yet. But the claims aren't baseless, you know.
What?
You heard me. Seeing as his operation has already been compromised, I would suggest that the court hears testimony from our East End branch office employee over there. I'll do whatever you say, milady. Gasman's on her!
Juror number 1, you say you're a man of your word. If I could show that Mr. Shakespeare was a liar, you assured me that you would reconsider your decision about the defendant's guilt.
Yes, I did say that. And as a man of honour, I'll hold to it. For a second, I thought his armpit was on fire. Just spontaneously armpit fire in the court.
Probably Iris's fault. Or Sholmes. But he's not here. So.
Sholmes can't hold her tongue.
And as a man of honour, I'll hold to it. As I'm sure the other gentlemen of the jury will.
Me? Oh, well, yes. Now that we found out about the man's a liar, perhaps we ought to consider the matter further.
Well, if I'm perfectly honest, I haven't heard half of what you've all been saying, so if this means you'll recap a few points, that would suit me down to the ground.
Oh no, I'm not having any part of this. I want this trial over and done with.
In that case, I shall change my leaning.
So, Mr. William Shakespeare, if that is your real name, we of the jury demand to know exactly what kind of a man you really are.
Boing! Whee!
4 jurors. 4 for not guilty.
Yes, Mr. Naruhodo. You can count. Good job. Well done.
Order. Well, this is quite extraordinary, I must say. As a result of the defendant's summation examination, the jury's leaning has changed. We've been through this! You were the fucking judge! Anyway, now only 2 jurors say guilty, whilst 4 say not guilty. The judge can also count.
4 not guilties. Ha ha.
Oh no! Oh! Oh, David, while I kick
What
this
happened?
thing.
Oh no! Is it in disaccord?
It's the side that it doesn't want to know. Okay, we can do this.
I said I wanted him to yeet something. I didn't mean I wanted him to yeet the.
Yeah, well, are you sure you did something?
Oh,
now?
you exposed me.
I did. There we go.
Exposed.
Be back.
Thank you.
I therefore declare the court to be in a state of disaccord. And order the trial to continue. Oh. No, what are you gonna do? Which? Place bets now!
Yes!
Oh, it's a flame!
It's a yeet!
It's a yeet. Let's. 1 yeet. There we go. 1 yeet.
Yeah. He yeeted his wine bottle into the system off camera. It's true, yeah. You have spoilt the bouquet, Mr. Shamspear. He's turning into the other guy now. Sorry for Mr. Fun Seeks.
He's been to me doing Shakespeare Nas, yes.
Yeah, thankfully.
He's
This isn't our fault. We're just showing what a loser this guy is. The ladies and gentlemen of the jury now find they are unable to trust you, the victim.
Yeah.
But you gods will give us some faults to make us men. So God mend me, I do swear. This gas man speaketh that which concerns him most. Naught but gas, naught but thin air. Aye, it burneth bright a while, but it hath no substance, and it doth reek foul. Oi, what'd you say?
Do I take it, Mr. Shamspear, that you deny the allegations of gas thievery?
Most heartily, my lord. Hast thou forgot? I am as a seraph, an angel, noble of mind, sweet of nature, and verily honest of heart. Oh, you flowery-mouthed, pompous beanpole! Just 'cause I haven't got the evidence yet.
Want to agree.
Cassie
Because the alligators, sorry. Mr. Shamspear. If, in fact, you are not noble of mind, sweet of nature, or honest of heart, if you are a liar. I'm sorry for Tamagotchi noises. Then your testimony should have no sway in this courtroom.
Got to prove it somehow. Oh no.
It is my considered opinion that at the present time no other possible culprit of this crime has been identified. All testimonies heard by the court thus far heavily implicate the defendant. In short, it would not be unreasonable at this stage for me to rule on the case.
Oh no.
However, in light of the fact that the jury has expressed concern about the fidelity of this witness, I believe it would be inappropriate for the court not to pursue the point further.
Objection!
I assure you, my lord, that would be a waste of the court's time. The gas and this case are unrelated.
Are they? Are they?
Are they though?
Sorry, so you thought took the poison to play out the role and hopefully get the gas company off his back. You know what? Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah. Juror number 4.
Yes.
Didn't you say before that although you have no hard evidence to prove this man has been stealing gas, you have strong grounds for suspecting him?
That's right, we do. don't we, worker? Absolutely, Lady Quinby. Gasman's honour.
Calendars, they spark us so much joy.
There's on doodles. Those are masterpieces, works of art.
Yeah.
I love them so much.
Yeah, no, same. Very well then, we will hear your testimony now. You will tell the court precisely why you believe the victim, Mr. William Shamspeare, has been stealing gas.
Yes, my lord, it'll be my pleasure. On the Altamont gas name, I swear. If I may, my lord.
Go ahead, madam.
This worker's testimony may have a significant bearing on the good name of my husband's company. Therefore, I should like to take the stand alongside him in a supervisory role, if you wouldn't mind.
This is starting to cause trouble, I feel. Like, you know, some like
Some of this potentially, what's the word?
conflict of interest.
Yeah.
I think
I think so.
this is
on the other hand, if she gets this guy convicted for something or other, I'm okay with that. So yeah, we might have a Gregson moment. It's true. Woohoo! Oh yeah! Sweet as honey! Yeah!
I'm starting to feel like I should be playing Final Fantasy XIV song that I can't play because of copyright reasons, but no, I want to.
Ah, that one. Yeah.
Very well. As an exception, I shall honour your request.
Is it Sugar Bee or Honey Bee? I
don't
mean, you're
remember.
my something bee, Honey Bee Lovely.
Honey Bee Lovely, so yeah.
I mean, I know
it's her name.
I know her name is Honey Bee Lovely,
I don't
but
remember the
the
lyrics
song,
all of
isn't
a
it?
sudden. Yeah.
You're my something bee, Honey Bee Lovely. I don't remember how the
I
song
don't
goes.
remember
though,
the lyrics.
Thank
yeah.
you, my lord. You wait till the boss gives you an earful. Oh, it's gonna sting you, mark my words. Oh, he's happy because she's gonna come down on that guy, not because he wants to stand next to her. Oh, okay. Okay, that's slightly more normal.
So, you will both testify before the court on the subject of the illegal consumption of the Altamont Gas Company's fuel.
Well, he shouldn't be eating it.
No.
I mean, I know that's not what that means. Yes. Is that clear, my good man? Clear as Altamont gas, my lady. Oh, which is the clearest in the world?
Alright, right.
Simp. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Do you think the gas has gone to his head, Mrs. Otto?
I think the man is just a very dedicated employee, Mr. Naruhodo.
Witness, testimony. The Altamont Gas Company's investigations.
Oh, I'm proud to be the company's East End branch investigator and meter money collection agent. Altamont gas meters accept threepenny bits, each coin giving customers about 2 hours of gorgeous gas. And yet, the meter in Mr. Shamspeare's room didn't have a single coin in it. The meter doesn't appear to have been tampered with, though, and the collection agent has the only key. Somehow, he's using all the flaming gas he wants without paying a penny. If that's not thieving, what is?
Good on him. I'm currently on his side.
I mean, I'm sort of... I'm kind of on his side, but also... Make it a little bit believable, mate.
Yeah, at least put something in every once in a while.
Garrett
Come on.
has confirmed the gas was what it's true.
Uh-huh.
Pray forgive the discourtesy. The irrelevance of this testimony caused me to turn to my hallowed chalice.
Oh, it's hallowed chalice time.
Fanseek says this is why Mummy drinks.
What do you mean by that remark, Lord Van Seeks?
I think that was quite clear. Did the moustached Nipponese poison the gangling excuse for an actor, or didn't he? That is all that should concern this court, and yet now we must listen to this abhorrence. Oh!
Oh no, that's
That is
another.
2 yeets.
That's 2 yeets.
Yeet number 2.
There we go. Yeet number 2.
And the point is that he is lying about being poisoned. Yeah! Yeah! Wait, did he actually say something while he yeeted, or did he?
Oh,
Sorry.
oh,
there we
yeah,
go.
shit!
Sorry.
I was so distracted.
I was so distracted. It's called solving the case, you clown. Not right? Clearly, what separates the vast British Empire and your Eastern Island nation is more than geographical distance.
But this could turn out to be crucial testimony. The cross-examination must go ahead. Oh! Oh! Wow! There you go.
Do what
Oh.
you will.
Alright, well, okay, for Zix is going today.
Yeah.
He is done.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I'm so happy right now. Lord Fonseca appears to be in a violent mood.
His turn, his mood certainly took a turn for the worse.
He did. He
Mhm.
did, for sure. Maybe I should start drinking explosive tea to even it out. I agree. That would be fun.
Yeah. Mhm. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Oh, sorry. An attempt at poisoning and the incidents of gas theft with no supporting evidence. It's true that they would appear completely unrelated at first glance, but I wonder, the truth tends to be buried in the most unusual places.
In soap.
Yeah. And this first step in uncovering it will be to establish just who and what this man really is. I was
there are
very
people in the
distracted by
audience
what
that
he's
catches
doing.
the bottles he throws, like the drumsticks at concerts. Oh my god! Like Fonseca's groupies that just follow him around, hoping that he'll throw a bottle at them. Yeah.
They'll end up like the icon here, but they'll be delighted. and
Yeah,
happy.
thrilled about it.
Yeah.
This is yeah, what is he doing? He's flicking his little, like a cat.
Yeah, he's just stroking his. I don't know.
He's not even stroking it, he's
No,
just
he's just-
flicking it.
Yeah. Cross examination.
Altamont Gas Company's investigation. Brought to me company's Eastern branch. Blah blah blah. Collection agent.
Hold it. Ah. So, does that mean you enter people's houses in order to empty their gas meters?
I do. Given Zeke's had a reputation, him coming out to barrister again will probably have some of his groupies showing up. Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope so. I wonder if everybody, like, you know, remember when, like, Take That? I mean, some of us probably remember it clearer than others. When Take That broke up, and they literally had, like, hotlines that some of my classmates were calling in to, like, prevent suicide and shit.
Illegitimately,
think
that
when
did
he
not
quit-
happen.
Do you think when he quit, the first time, before he, you know, made his, like, amazing reunion tour, which is clearly what this is,
Uh-huh.
I don't know what I was gonna say. Do you think they had like people sending in telegrams, like self-help telegrams? But we established in the other one that telegram technology is only just becoming big, right?
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's letters on ships. There must be like a mailing list.
Oh
For-
my god, you're right.
Sad Fonseca's groupies. You forgot about the hotlines? I think that's the only reason I couldn't forget about the hotlines is because I was, what was I in prep? 6 at the time, I think, year 6. Yeah, year 6. And I can't remember what age that is now. But I remember, I mean, I suppose it's also very, you know, because I didn't give a toot about Take That at the time
Uh-huh.
at all. And I also was one of those kids who was very much, I thought the girls in my class who were like mooning over the boy bands and stuff were absolutely preposterous
Mm-hmm.
in the first place. Because I was a judgy little wanker. I was like, I don't understand why you think these boys are pretty. I'd rather play with my magical coloured ponies. And yet I was the weirdo. And I just remember Take That breaking up.
And like there was a whole group, I think there was 5 or 6 of them, that they would hang around. It was a group of friends. And they were devastated. They literally spent the whole day crying and saying how they'd had to call the hotline before breakfast, before they came into school, to make, so that they could even make it through the day. And I was like, "Gah." By 96, okay, so I was like 11, 11 or 12, I must have been, depending on when it was, I think I was either 11 or 12. 12 seems too old. Maybe I was, I don't know. I was old enough! I don't want to talk about it! I'm an old lady. But yeah, they were extremely upset. They cried for days. And I was just like, this is so stupid. You are stupid. That's why I had no friends. February. Okay, no, so I was 11. She's too old to play with My Little Ponies, but old enough to know when other people are being dumb. I still play with My Little Ponies, so... Well, I guess Take That came back, so who's the idiot now? Anyway, after trying to catch people when they're in, then I asked permission to come inside and do my business. He shits on the carpet. He shits on the carpet.
Does that mean you've been into Mr. Natsume's room before, as well as that of Mr. Shamspeare?
Well, no. Interesting you should bring that up, because I couldn't believe how little money was in his meter. I mean, how the pair of them survived the winter is beyond me. It really is. Knowing Mr. Natsume, he probably spends all his gas money on books.
And then, when he's finished reading them, he probably burns them for warmth. You will kindly reiterate your statement about the gas meters themselves, Mr. Meterman.
Not much to say, really, but as you wish. Yeah, I'm an old lady, let's not talk about that. Altamont gas meters accept property bits, each coin giving customers about 2 hours of gorgeous gas!
So, all London houses have a gas supply... So all London houses that have a gas supply are fitted with these gas meters, aren't they?
They're the latest model, the height of technology, developed by our company, Altamont Gas. And anyone who uses our gas will have one of these meters in their property. Yes.
So, if all 3 pence coins gives... So, if a 3 pence coin gives 2 hours of gas, most people would use about 3 coins in a night.
A bit more than that, usually, if they have both gas lights and a gas stove, that is.
Thinking about it, Sasaki-san doesn't have a fireplace in that room of his, does he?
Some people still choose to use candles, of course, and only have gas for heating. Oh yes, I do remember seeing candles in Mr. Natsume's room, actually.
And how does the money in the meter get back to you at the gas company?
Every 3 days, gas men like me visit properties on the gas supply and empty the meters of coins. I must say, the design and manufacture of the new meter cost the company an awful lot of money. But happily, it did put a stop to people not paying their dues, for the most part.
Because they have to pay in advance, you mean? Fucked a lot of you with prepaid meters.
Yes, exactly right.
Fucking load of shit.
And yet, the meter in Mr. Shamspeare's room didn't have a single coin in it.
Hold it!
Out of interest, how long has this been going on for?
Weeks and weeks. He's been pinching gas off us for ages.
And you think it's damaged the meter in Mr. Shamspeare's room, I take it?
Naturally. We took it off the wall and went over it with a fine-tooth comb. And found nothing suspicious at all, I presume. No, I'm afraid we didn't. Which is exactly why I demanded a new type of meter to be produced. One with an indestructible lock. The Shamspeare Special.
That sounds like it would have cost an awful lot of 3 penny pieces.
But even after all that, the rascal's meter was still empty. I'll never forget the humiliation when I opened up the money box and found it bare. You what? I said, you what? And the look on his face, that army smile of his. I pulled the meter straight off the wall and took it back to the office. Well, you know what? Nothing. Not a trace of it being jemmied open anywhere. Not a single sign. And what's happening to my salary as a result? Down by 3 shillings a day. That's what.
Wow, that... Fuck this company.
Yeah, right? It's not his fault.
No. A life-threatening situation in a number of ways. Incidentally, what became of that meter?
Nothing became of it. I've still got it. It's in my bag.
Oh,
Let me pull it out. You can investigate it if you want. Right here!
I don't like the way his chin wobbles.
No, I do not like the fact he's got booby physics on that chin. I was gonna say it last time we saw him and
Yeah.
last night.
Yeah, I know, right? Say it was like...
But then I decided I really didn't want to go there. But he has chin boob physics. Hot. You weren't gonna say it either. I love that we'd all just sat there and
Just like...
in
don't
silence
like
go like
this. No wonder they call you Mr. Meterman. I think it would be prudent for the court to sequester? I can tell what it means. But anyway, sequester this item
it means-
while the trials are going.
If you
Yeah.
sequester something,
Yeah.
essentially you like
Yeah.
squirrel it away, you take it basically.
Gas meter. A meter that dispenses gas for a set time after a coin is inserted. It sports a very strong lock, developed especially with Mr. Shakespeare in mind.
Pride doesn't have his face on it.
Definitely. Although, at first glance, there doesn't appear to be anything unusual about it.
Let's move this along, shall we? Continue with your testimony. Though I would say it has as much value as the contents of that meter. Oof. I was hoping for another yeet, but I guess we'll have
Don't
to
get
wait.
greedy now. I also want to check
The
the meter.
meter doesn't appear to have been tampered with, though, and the collection agent has the only key. Oh, there's an hole in the bottom. What do you mean?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I guess that's where he ripped it off, potentially.
No, that's for where the water will probably come out of.
I mean, yeah, but, like, there's a hole. Like,
Oh yeah.
it's...
Yeah, I mean, let's investigate the hole.
I'm confused, though, because if it doesn't appear to be tampered with, why would they have missed this?
Yeah, oh, pots.
Have you spotted something, Mr. Naruhodo?
Just here, there's a little hole. Do you see?
Oh, goodness, you're right. I wouldn't have noticed.
It's not a very neat hole, is it? Not professionally made, I'd say.
So, you think it might have been opened up by Mr. Shakespeare? I mean, I think you're right. I think it probably has to have been there for the liquid to come out.
Yeah.
But how do they not notice that?
Well, yeah, possibly. It seems that the people at Altamont Gas must have missed it.
Well, it certainly seems to go all the way through to the inside.
Yes, but there's no way a coin could fit through here.
That's true. But even so, it seems more than a little suspicious.
Yeah.
I suppose it's possible that they were like, well, coins can't come out through there,
No,
so it's
exactly.
not. But then when they say it hasn't been tampered with in any way, it's like,
It's like,
okay,
okay, but
well,
there's a hole.
clearly it has been, but alright. Maybe he melted the coins out. No, I mean, obviously we know he melted the coins because the coins were made of wet.
It's a very sturdy looking padlock, isn't it?
And the money box is still sealed with beeswax, too.
So, if Mr. Sholmes were to get up to any mischief, he'd be found out immediately.
Mr. Naruhodo, mischief of that kind is not the sort of thing that Mr. Sholmes would...
You know you didn't finish that sentence, don't you?
Well, anyway, it's understandable that the gas company would want to safeguard the money that's rightfully theirs.
But it does feel a little over the top, perhaps, doesn't it?
How dare you?
Oh, wait.
She's shilling for big
Look,
gas.
it's the fun meter!
Yay!
I miss them!
Okay, but the meter used to be really fun to read back in
Yeah.
the day before they gave us the smart meter.
That doesn't work.
That doesn't work. I loved because the connection doesn't come out from our garage. So
Yeah,
we
we have-
literally just got a smart meter that doesn't actually smart.
Because
And every time we open the garage, the gas company's like, "Ooh, we can see your meter now."
we never opened the garage.
But like, I freaking love. No, we never. No, I really liked reading that meter before because you had to do it from back to front, and then you had to like do this little doohickey where, you know, if it's like past 9 on the number below, then you know which. Anyway, it was fun. It was like a little tiny mini puzzle game to read every time. And my mum, every single time as well, was like, "I just don't understand how it works. It's so complicated." I'm like, "I can read it in seconds. What's wrong with you, woman?
Yeah.
Do more puzzle games."
Like, and these things don't like. I think they got long replaced in the Netherlands. We all had number meters, so I never got these. So when I moved over, he's like, "What the fuck is that?" And then I had to. I found it fun too.
Your electric counter is a spinny wheel, which is why you can't install solar panels. Oh, that's frustrating.
Wow. Yeah. Holy shit.
We can't install solar panels because my mother doesn't want them because she doesn't like them. She thinks they're an eyesore.
Yeah. Literally, if we ever get this place inherited or whatever, first thing upon there, solar panels. Because I have developed a... Anyway.
My mother's very much a NIMBY.
Yeah. Just looks like a fun button.
It does look like a fun button and I want to hammer it. With my fist. Not like... Well, I think the hole is relevant. We haven't pressed her on this, have we?
No, but we can no. But like it has been tampered with.
Yeah, exactly.
There's only one key for all of your meters.
Like if you meant that it hasn't been tampered with to the point where you could get coins out,
then
you should say that.
Yeah.
Oh well, in truth, there's another key in the company vault at our main office.
This seems awfully server crinkling. Awfully like badly secured.
Does it? One key with the meter man and one master key at the main office.
Well, I don't know. Having one
in
key
a vault
that fits in that many locks seems like a terrible idea rather than having multiple keys for different areas, but...
Well, maybe he has multiple different keys. Maybe he has a whole key ring. Maybe this man is jingling and you just can't hear it.
Yeah, okay, true.
But even if someone had somehow managed to get hold of a key, we'd know if the coin box had been opened.
Oh, how?
Maybe stored in his chin. True, maybe that's why his chin wobbles so weirdly. It's like stretched out with keys. I came up with a rather clever way to expose any little shenanigans as it happens.
Would you care to explain?
Well, now in order to empty a meter, you have to unlock the padlock and remove the cover. But when I close the cover again, I stick a little beeswax seal on it, you see?
A seal? Like the sort of thing you'd put on an envelope, you mean?
Something like that, yeah. Basically, you can't remove the cover again without breaking the seal. Now, in the case of Mr. Shamspeare's meter, there were no coins inside at all, as I said. But the seal hadn't been broken either.
So, that would mean Mr. Shamspeare somehow managed to steal coins from inside the meter without opening it.
It would seem so, but that would be impossible.
This is one of those cases where we're just sitting on it, we're like, we know what happened!
Somehow he's using all the flaming gas he wants without paying a penny. If that's not thieving, what is?
Owning a gas company.
Hold it!
How do you know what he's been using? Sorry, how do you know that he's been using gas though?
Well now, since I started investigating this bloke, I've been to his room more than a few times. And on every single occasion...
Don't choke on the Chris on stream, please.
How? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Let's hope that those mildly unpleasant noises didn't come across on stream. Swallowed down the wrong way twice. And on every single occasion, his lamps have been blazing and his stove pounding. It's the middle of winter and he still turns to me, sweat dripping down his cheeks and says, "Get thee to a nunnery."
Hamlet indeed!
Oh, I could wring the bloke's neck. I get all hot under the collar. But still, every time I open up that flaming meter, it's empty. He's robbing me of my salary too. What's wrong with the world? Where's the justice?
But how can Mr. Shakespeare possibly be stealing the money? I don't understand.
The simple explanation is right before your eyes.
A what?
A toast to you eventually realizing that the gas man could be an accomplice. Get the clown outfit out, Socketwrench. You what?
Good lord! Eminently plausible, indeed. More like spoiled season of suspicious soap.
Yeah. Well, what do you have to say for yourself? Oh, please, Lady Quinby, I'm a faithful worker. And besides, if the money us gasmen collect doesn't tally with how much gas has been used, you dock are paid by the same amount.
So you'd be stealing money only to have the same amount taken from your wages. Clearly that makes no sense.
Perhaps it's a case of losing the battle to win the war? No, I'm not going to stir up that hornet's nest. If I went stealing from the company, I'd be finished. It would seem there is no evidence to support the claims of thievery made against the victim. Because Mr. William Shakespeare is innocent. Woohoo!
Wow, we're on.
He's really in that eating mood today, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Pray forgive me if that shatters some illusion my learned Nipponese friend was clearly under.
I certainly didn't expect to uncover another crime that looks like it's been taking place in the very same room.
According to the testimony, it's only the meter in Mr. Shakespeare's room that's under suspicion. It does seem as though perhaps it has nothing to do with the incident involving Mr. Natsume.
I know, it does seem that way, but the fact is, since I've been practicing law in England, I feel like I've encountered this at least once already. Cases that are interlinked.
Oh.
It might seem that the two cases have nothing to do with one another at first, but in fact, they are intimately connected.
Yes, we have experienced that before, haven't we? I wonder if this is another instance.
Perhaps. But we can't be sure of that yet. If the Altamont Gas Company has been investigating Mr. Shakespeare so earnestly, there must be something to it. But then, how has he been managing to steal their gas?
Soap. Frozen soap.
Spoiled
Season of
suspicious
soap.
Sussy soap.
Proud to be the company's East End branch investigator. Meeting money connected.
So we have gone through the whole
we
now.
have.
Okay,
so
well, shall I just present? I'll say it. I'm gonna present her with the mess.
Oh yeah.
Because it clearly has been tampered.
Yeah,
with,
very
they
clearly
just
has
missed
been
it.
tampered. Yeah, I think that has to be.
I think that's what I'm
So
gonna go
far,
with.
it seems to be.
No.
I wonder what the envelope's referencing.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder what it's for. Objection.
Yeah, give me your objection. Lady Altamont, I'm afraid to say that this meter clearly does show signs of having been tampered with.
The images. Okay, it's gone. What?
You can see.
No way! I've been over and over that thing! I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with it!
In that case, what do you have to say about the small hole that's been made at the base of the coin box?
Probably with a fork. Oh, what? You're right. You're quite right. There is a little hole there. The meters aren't supposed to have that. None of the others do.
In other words, we can assume that Mr. Shakespeare secretly opened up this hole himself.
Yes, I wouldn't be at all surprised, but
why.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
what
that
the
reckoning
water,
did.
Hence the puddle and all
Underneath, yeah. Yeah, why? I mean, it's tiny. You couldn't get a farthing through that.
that. Lady Altamont, I wonder if you could give the court some more details about your meter design.
What sort of details?
Well, what I'd specifically like to know is how to differentiate coins.
Specifically, yeah.
How does the meter tell the difference between different coins?
What do you mean?
Well, for example, if someone were to put in a 1 penny coin, that wouldn't work, presumably, would it?
No, of course not.
So, well, how does the meter know what... Sorry, how does the meter know that the coin it's been fed is a threepenny bit? Threepenny. Threepenny. Threepenny, yes.
You threw the pennies.
Yes.
Ah, I see what you're getting at now. The meter tells coins apart by their shape and size, which includes their thickness. A threepenny bit is about 3/4 of an inch in diameter, you see. Other coins just won't fit.
Oh, I see. It's clearly been very well thought out. The witness will amend her formal testimony with that information in case it is pertinent.
As you wish, my lord. Yeah, can we measure the hole in the soap? The meter's designed for coins the exact diameter and thickness of a threepenny bit. Nothing else will fit.
Okay.
Soap, 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 soap. What?
Can we just present the soap? I
I
wonder.
don't know.
Can we
Can
examine
we
this
examine
again?
it again?
Oh, look at this barb soap. There's a circle of the person on this side about 2 centimeters across.
That's about
Or-
3/4 of an inch. Ah, do you think?
We did find the soap at the scene, didn't we?
Yes, there were 2 bars on that little ledge just outside the window, so we took this one. But I'm sure that when we first found it, there was some sort of reddish medallion in the middle there. I remember it clearly.
Yes, but there's no sign of it now. Where could it have gone?
Yeah. Okay, so.
So yeah, we can, I think, push her on
Yeah.
this potentially.
But where? I wonder. Is your pocket perhaps where? No, right? Yeah, like has the court
I know,
record
right?
not
Like-
become somewhat dampish? A little moist, if you will. No, you have a soggy Susato.
Hold on, I'm just checking what the other one. Some house bees and flame gas. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna.
I guess. Well, we can always try and present the soap here.
Yeah, we can try it.
But, like, I don't know.
Objection.
Whoa. Let me confirm something here.
Aha.
If the diameter and thickness were to be correct, the meter would accept any object as if it were a threepenny bit. Is that correct?
It is. Yes, that is correct.
Well, by something of a coincidence, while we were investigating in Mr. Shamspeare's room, we found a particular item that matches the dimensions perfectly.
Something the same size as a threepenny bit. What was it? So we shouldn't actually have been that surprised by Sholmes using caramel, given that we'd already experienced soap. Maybe that's what
Yeah.
gave him the idea.
Mm-hmm. The item in question is this.
What? Have you been inhaling gas? That's a bar of soap! Soap? It certainly looks nothing like a threepenny bit, I must say.
It looks like I'm going to have to point out exactly what I mean here. Oh,
Just in case.
what's so important about the soap? Is this part here? Whee! There it is.
Plop.
Oh wait, no! I didn't mean to do that. There's that funny little round depression in the middle of the soap.
Yes, it's a perfect circle. And I would say almost 3/4 of an inch in diameter.
Rather like something else we've been talking about recently, in fact.
Gee, Mr. Naruhodo, it's this part of the soap you need to show to the court.
Thank you, Gabe! Oh god! Pressed the wrong button. It's like, ah! You're a dumb asshole. Anyway, you have to turn over the soap to see what I mean.
I headcanon that at this point they're like, he's sweating a little bit, you know, because he's like nervous, and the soap's already a little moist, so it's just lathering up.
Oh my god.
And just, you know.
Yeah.
Ah. Are you referring to that round depression in the middle of the soap there?
Mm-hmm. That's right, a depression that's approximately 3/4 of an inch in diameter. Or, in other words, almost exactly the same size as a threepenny bit.
Get away!
Does anyone here present have in their possession a threepenny bit? Quickly now, hand over your coins, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Alright,
This is like pre-GoFundMe. The judge is like, give me a cat!
Oh my god.
It sounds rather like a highway robbery, doesn't it? Yeah.
Thanks to a kind member of the public in the gallery, I here have a threepenny bit. I'm really sorry, 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Oh, you're leaving me alone.
Yeah, I'm not actually leaving that
Leaving
far.
me alone.
Yeah, I'm leaving you all alone.
The judge probably hasn't seen a threepenny bit in a while. It's true, actually, yeah. I mean, what's he gonna do?
Like, are they that like low value?
Do you need water? Okay. I mean, what do you mean? Are they that low value?
I mean, like
3 pence.
Oh yeah, I don't know how much that is in like old money.
Less than a shilling.
I also don't know how much that is.
Less than a pound.
Thanks. It's really useful.
Do I need to look up?
Nah, okay.
You sure?
Yeah. I mean, don't you want to look how much a threepenny would be?
I mean, like, pence, shillings, and pounds were kind of... I don't really know, to be fair. I never understood it myself. But pennies were still pennies.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, at this point, Old Bailey judges would have literally been lords. Which is probably why he's so bloody useless at his job.
Wow.
Well,
Harsh.
I'm just saying...
Valid, but harsh.
Man's probably not necessarily massively qualified.
No.
He's just there kind of going like, oh, wow, you've got a point, innit? Well, you've got a point. Oh, I'm so high right now. I've been huffing horse manure all morning. My wife's trying to kill me. Oh, what? That's my impression of lords,
Yeah.
mostly.
Yeah.
Facts? What do you mean? Yeah, they had to study law. I don't believe you. Let's face it. Let's face it. Any studying that these people ever did was, well.
Mm-hmm.
Now to put the coin in the soap, like some kind of weird trinket.
Let's see if it fits. My word! It couldn't be more snug.
Ooh. Snug as a coin in a brisket.
Yes, as I expected. This, without a doubt, is a vital clue to explain how the Altamont Gas Company is being defrauded.
Well, I don't believe it.
Oh, her even
That
little
is-
skirt. Whoa, no, eat! Okay, fun 6. Alright.
Your assertion.
Oh.
Ouch.
No, not the bottle.
Have I given myself hiccups? Yes, I have.
Okay.
So, your assertion amounts to what?
This is a
He
large
does know
four.
the
Whoop.
law, he's just an idiot. Like, the argument of being smart doesn't mean you have common sense. That's a good point, although common sense is just things you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, that you've learned. Specifically, anyway. That some inferior bar of soap has a tentative connection to the theft of gas?
Yes.
Yeah, Socketwrench didn't find the clown time button in time.
I was going to press
She
it.
was going to press it, and she didn't.
Yeah, well, the depression in the soap was clearly made by a threepenny bit. I must concur, at least. Pushing a coin with some force into a poor quality bar of soap such as this is a remarkable simple way of replicating the coin's shape, yeah.
And then you could use, well, some melted wax or something to pour into the mould. You could make fake coins in no time. You could put
like tea in there, for example. Yeah, you're right. He did know about summation examinations. Okay, so maybe in his younger days he was a better judge, and now he's just a bit forgetful and silly.
He probably also just fell into like, you know, when there's like same old,
Yeah,
like
a
don't
rut.
really have.
And
Yeah.
this stuff is just like kind of mystifying him.
Yeah.
Good thing we're telling that to the public. Yeah.
This brings all the pieces of the puzzle together. It's the melted Mr. Shamspear. Good going, brain.
Melty Sham.
I'm sorry that this 4 is so wonky. I don't know why it's so wonky. This font hates me apparently.
Oh, it's okay. I forgive
He
you.
quickly has to yet another one so he
Yeah.
can fix the wonk. It's the method Mr. Shamspear has been using to steal the gas. That's the missing link. And now, if I follow the chain of thought, it's going to bring me to a new explanation for what happened that nobody's considered yet.
But this is all nonsense. If the man had been making fake coins, my worker here would have found them when he emptied the meter.
Oh,
Not if they were made of ice.
yeah, quite true, Lady Altamont. In the absence of some black magic that could make them disappear. Here you go, this is what you need.
Yeah. I see. He's worked it out and he's hoping we won't. Look at that man's face. Look at that face. He knows what happened. He's sussed the sus. I see. That's what we're dealing with, is it? The spoiled season of suspicious soap? There is one form of black magic that could cause the fake coins to disappear into thin air, yes. Yes, I have read a science book before.
Exactly, and the gas meter here gives it away.
What on earth?
There are remnants of the magical method used visible on the gas meter taken from the victim's room. If that is your assertion, counsel, the defense will identify these remnants for the court at once. Where on the meter can remnants of the method used to make the fake coins disappear? I mean, what does
I assume it has to be the hole.
Oh.
Because it dribbles out the bottom onto the floor underneath, like we see in the picture.
Yeah, it's like,
Because there's nothing else.
no.
You need.
It will be the hole.
I hope. If it's not the hole, then I'm confused.
Oh, there's this little hole at the bottom of the meter here, isn't there? Yeah. And it looks as though it was made by somebody who didn't really have the right tools.
It does actually go all the way through to the inside, though it's hard to see that unless you look closely. In fact, it goes right into the part of the meter where the money ends up.
Or at least I know I have the right placement.
Yeah.
I suppose it's nothing then.
No?
Well, you couldn't possibly extract a coin through such a small hole, could you? Why are we still having this discussion?
Well, presumably because...
Yeah.
No, I suppose not.
But then the question remains, why would somebody go through the effort of making a hole here?
Got it!
We are presenting this, I don't care.
Yeah.
We found this bar of soap at the scene of the crime, just outside of the victim's window.
Outside?
Yes, outside, where you yourself, Mr. Meterman, were loitering in the freezing winter air. That's where we found this soap.
You're right, he was probably modifying his new meter and then had a bit of a turn. You've got to be correct. Oh, I get it.
That's right. The answer, of course, is ice. Did you say ice?
You should consider letting it go.
I'm going to. Mr. Shamspear has been leaving soaps like this outside his window each evening, filled with water. After a night outside in a bitter cold, the water is completely frozen solid the next morning.
Then he takes his fake coins of ice and feeds them into the gas meter, giving him light and warmth in spades. As his room becomes very comfortably warm, the ice, now inside the meter's coin box, melts.
Turning back into water and draining harmlessly away through the small hole made in the underside of the meter. that is how, without leaving any evidence of his wrongdoing, this man has been stealing Altamont gas.
Just like that. So simply. Is he trying to make us look like idiots? He's been fooling us all with some bars of soap and some water.
Deserved. That's right, madam.
I don't believe it. It can't be true. Do you have any idea how much money we spent to develop that new meter? And now you have the audacity to suggest that a bit of soap and some water can render it totally useless.
Yes. I'm fairly sure I didn't design it.
Evidence.
Sorry?
I want evidence. If you're going to stand there and tell me our meters are rubbish, I want to see proof.
Pardon,
Photo time! Yaha! She's very good at enforcing accountability, isn't she?
Very well, Lady Altamont. If you'd like evidence, I'll provide it.
Yeah. What? Mr. Naruhodo, are you saying you do actually have evidence to support this theory?
I did notice a trace of something that bothered me a little while at a time. A little while at a time, a little at a time. And I have a feeling that this theory we've come up with now could explain it. The piece of evidence that substantiates the theory about how Mr. Shamsbury has been stealing gas is... Thank you, Greggy.
We're all vindicated! Woohoo! But yeah, the fact that they didn't see the hole underneath is really bothering me. We examined it really carefully. Multiple people looked at this. Sorry.
This is a photograph of the scene at the point when the victim was discovered, taken by Inspector Gregson. And it clearly shows the remnants of the crime carried out by Mr. Shamspeare.
What remnants?
Oh, shut up, Van Zieks.
Clown's gonna clown.
Here you can see the gas meter on the wall in Mr. Shamspeare's room. Now, look closely at the floorboards directly underneath the meter.
Yeehaw. They moist, baby. What is that? Some kind of grubby stain?
Almost certainly. It's a water stain resulting from the liquid that drained out of the hole made in the meter.
Oh!
If one coin gives several 2 hours of gas usage, and the occupant was heating his room in all his waking hours, you can imagine he would have used around 10 of his fake coins each day. The melting ice inside the meter's coin box would have been dripping out almost constantly, leaving a stain on the floor.
This is awful.
And there's further evidence too. I mean, it's fucking genius, if I'm perfectly honest. Mr. Shamspeare is slumped over his table, apparently having consumed... Oh, was it strychnine? Thank you. And right here next to him is a bar of soap, broken in half.
You're right.
It would appear to me then, Counsel, that a man was eating the soap, was he?
Told you he was a moron. Pardon me for disagreeing with your lordship, but certainly not. He didn't beat around the bush there, did he?
In truth, Mr. Shamspeare was found with a fork in his hand. A meal of soap is sounding astounding.
Increasingly likely, Lord Van Zieks. Do you mean to say he was using that fork to...
Yes. To extract a frozen coin from the bar of soap.
Oh!
And that is why it's broken.
But the bar broke in half. So perhaps it didn't go very well.
Good gracious.
Oh!
Whoa!
I wasn't expecting two!
Wow, he is just
Two
fucking done.
murders. with
Ow.
bottle.
4 and 2 are kind of kissing, but that's okay.
That's
Law
okay.
for 6!
I was throwing my hand up. I was throwing my hand up in despair, and happened to catch my hallowed bottle on the way. Pray forgive my maladroit mistake. Maladroit? Maladroit. I think in the British language it's pronounced maladroit, not so much in the original French.
What is the meaning of this council?
I mean, that was just peak Zeeks, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh no, my hand slipped.
The Zeeks has peaked. Yeah. Bottle? No. Allow me to pose my learned friend a question. What exactly did you establish with your most recent cross-examination?
Well...
That Mr. William Shakespeare is a liar and a thief. In other words, that his testimony is unreliable.
That's it. That's exactly it.
Very well. Let us assume the man is a liar. Now, allow me to pose another question. What possible difference does that make?
Well...
We know that suicide can be discounted. Scotland Yard's investigation revealed no sign of another vessel that contained poison. Yeah, but we can't prove that this vessel contained poison either, though, so...
No, quite.
And on the night in question, there were no visitors to the room except the accused. The young gasman's testimony, which we have no reason to doubt, has confirmed that. Furthermore, the only possible way the poison could have entered the victim's body is via the tea. The court has seen no evidence whatsoever that suggests otherwise. Even if William Shakespeare is the liar you claim him to be, these facts have been objectively established. There's no escaping it.
Ugh.
Therefore, in light of these facts, the prosecution calls for immediate adjudication.
Oh, shut up, Van Zeeks. I mean, you what? It's been proven that he just lies. You can't...
Yeah.
Order! Order! Well, counsel, how does the defense respond?
Mr. Naruto?
What was the point of that last cross-examination? Did it actually get us anywhere? Or did that make no difference at all? Lord Van Zeeks is saying, of course we're raising an objection.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
I mean, I did say that Zeeks had peaked.
Yeah.
It's just all downhill from here.
No. No, this isn't over. The defense will not rest.
What? Sophistry.
But, counsel, you've successfully explained everything. You've identified and substantiated the unscrupulous method employed by Mr. Shakespeare to consume gas. That's really not a healthy thing to do. What more is there to discuss? Yeah. Lord Van Zeeks has highlighted 3 facts in order to make his point, but contrary to what he would have the court believe, not all of them have been objectively established at all, which is true.
What are you trying to say, my Nipponese friend?
At least one of those so-called facts is an assumption made due to a lack of evidence.
And what do we say about assumptions, Van Zeeks?
But the situation has changed now, following the cross-examination of the latest witnesses to take the stand.
Why does he make that face? That hand gesture. What a weird hand gesture. It's like he's putting on a mask.
Yeah.
Do you think he's tuxedo mask? My work here is done.
You haven't done anything.
Yeah, that's the one. He liked the pose.
Yeah, it's true.
He was like, I'm having that. Don't be absurd. What is this nonsense?
Yes, when you bring everything we've learned so far together and considering it as a whole, it's clear.
Typical vampire mannerism.
There's a question that we now need to reconsider. Namely,
What's the poison in the tea, I think?
yeah, was someone else responsible? Was there another visitor, or was the poison in the tea? I think
Everybody's making some very good points. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like the
Yeah.
poison in the tea question is the...
Yeah.
Isn't that the... I don't know.
Yeah.
I did clear. But yes, yeah, let's say, yeah. Good
I
advice.
had 5.
Yeah, we all make you save, because we don't like to lose any points.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the tea because like the
I
whole
don't
point
see
is
what
like
else it can be, because we've established there definitely aren't
Yeah.
any other visitors, allegedly.
we've all been led to believe that the I forget what it's called poison that afflicted Mr. Shemspeare was in the tea brought to him by Mr. Natsume. But that's conjecture.
Objection!
A bash? Actually, I wasn't gonna go for this one, but quite frankly, it's this all the time now. I'm
pretty
sorry.
much, honestly.
The victim has testified that nothing else passed his lips that night. There is no other possibility.
Stomach pump.
Yeah, quite. Let's. Well, we've established that it got in him.
Yeah, I know.
We just don't know how.
And since there was no trace of the tea left at the scene, it couldn't be tested for traces of the... Oh, wait! The coins. There's still soap left on the windowsill.
Mm-hmm.
There is
Yeah.
tea. Somebody go fetch it. Somebody go fetch it.
Objection!
As I said, the situation has changed because, in fact, some of Mr. Natsume's tea was left at the scene. Yes. And a particular piece of evidence proves it.
Objection!
A ludicrous claim. Scotland Yard detectives investigated the scene exhaustively. What evidence are you suggesting they missed?
The defense has made a bold claim indeed. Sorry. Very well, counsel. Present your proof. What evidence from the scene of the crime can tell us about the nature of the defendant's tea?
There's nothing on the windowsill in the photograph, is there? Because that was after that, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's like it's.
Yeah. So it must be the bar of soap, surely.
Yeah, no, that's just the old. Do I present the soap bar again?
Right? Wait. What? Whoa. You think it is the soap, but
Because it was brown.
yeah, like that's what I think. Because he poured it and then put him on the windowsill. Why would it have a tea stain? Why do we have the cups if that's not important? I think the cups
Or literally
are
just
to prove that one of them had tea drunk from it,
Yeah, and the other one.
and the other one was like sat around for ages. But I reckon he put the tea in the soap and put it
Yeah.
out overnight because they said
Yeah.
that that's what he did.
Okay, I'll
Literally
say.
leave it out on the windowsill overnight.
Yeah.
So I reckon that he would have saved his tea
Yeah, poured it
and poured it.
for it to be cold, so it didn't.
Yeah, waited
like,
for it to be cold
yeah.
so it didn't, like, I don't know,
Yeah.
dissolve the soap more, because warm water
Yeah.
does dissolve soap more efficiently.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's what I'm thinking.
I'm gonna present the soap again.
and then
and then
later,
we'll see.
because yeah,
Take
I
that!
think, anyway, I think.
Good gracious. The soap again? The same bar the victim used to fashion his coins of ice?
Ah, yeah, we were told the water pump had frozen up, yes.
Ah, yeah. That would be why he saved the tea, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he couldn't get water, so he saved the tea,
Yeah.
because he bought bottled water especially, because
Yeah.
the water pump was frozen.
Mhm.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
yes, I had forgotten about the
Yeah.
pump. Good job.
Yeah. Yes, that's right, my lord. It just came back to me. Something about when we first found this bar of soap at the scene yesterday.
Sometimes this game
Yeah.
makes me feel really smart, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't think I'm supposed to feel smart.
No, it's more bars of soap. Soap? What are bars of soap doing lined up on the ledge outside the window? Sorry.
One of those was my line, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
I know, I took your line.
Some more bars of soap.
It's quite certain that when we originally stumbled upon the bars of soap, there was actually a frozen coin in each bar.
So you discovered the gas thief's coin factory. Fascinating.
In a way, yes, but there's more. The coins we found in the soap at the time weren't normal ice. There was something strange about them? You mean? Exactly, something very obviously strange.
I mean, I feel like you would have felt that the coin in the middle was a completely different texture to the rest of the soap.
They were red.
The ice was red. No, you mean...
That's right. It's obvious to me now. The fake coins in the soap were made from frozen tea.
What?
I would remind the court of a statement made by Mr. Natsume earlier in this trial.
That evening, yes, I did take some freshly brewed tea with me when I visited Mr. Shamspeare's room as a gift. The public water pump outside always freezes at night, so I bought bottled water especially to make it. This is the result. Never will I touch tea again, never! I liked that the little flash underneath was very dramatic. Thank you.
Ah, yes, I believe there has been a snowfall out today. It was particularly cold. Sadly, on such occasions, the poorly constructed water mains in the East End are prone to freezing. So, on the night in question, Mr. Shamspeare, having no running water to use, was forced to use the tea brought by Mr. Natsume in order to make his fake coins.
Hot tea would
word.
hot tea would have dissolved soap faster than cold tea, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Meaning it would have a harder time freezing in the...
Yeah. There were 2 bars of soap on the window ledge when my judicial assistant and I investigated the scene.
That's right. And we only borrowed one of them.
Which means that even as we speak, some of the defendant's tea is still present at the scene of the crime, frozen solid in a bar of soap outside of Mr. Shamspeare's window. Extraordinary, yeah, as if that hadn't been pocketed. Earlier today, Inspector Gregson informed the court that if even one drop of the tea remained, Scotland Yard would be able to analyze it for poison. Court words. As such, we are now in a position to prove or disprove what has until now been mere conjecture. By finding out for sure whether or not Mr. Natsume's tea actually contained strychnine. Yeah. Strychnine.
Why am I saying...
Oh, you smug Nipponese!
My lord, we cannot do the defendant the injustice of passing judgment now. The police should be dispatched to recover the remaining bar of soap from the crime scene at once, and the defense requests as thorough analysis of the frozen tea embedded in it. To determine whether or not it contains any poison.
What if it does?
Well,
What if it does?
then we'll just do it. Bailiff? Bailiff! Instruct the police to attend the scene at once.
Yes, my lord, understood!
It will seem we have no choice but to suspend these proceedings for the time being. I trust you to have no objection, Lord Van Zieks.
None, my lord.
Scotland Yard will recover the tea from the scene and carry out the requisite test immediately. The trial will resume at the same hour tomorrow. The prosecution and defense may conduct further investigations as appropriate in the interim. Yes, my lord. Well, we managed to scrape through there somehow. Yeah, I still wondering whether the thing will come up that makes this game so dangerous is that no one allowed to speak about it. Yeah, it is like, what happened?
Yeah.
Thank you, councils. Court is adjourned until tomorrow.
Unless we just got paid off by the gas company. They threatened to cut Sholmes off forever.
Yeah, Gary Depp is like...
I feel like yeah, because he was saying in the trial, the last trial of the last game, the first game even, that we really screwed him over. Like really screwed him over. Like absolutely nobody would want to stay at his place after the last case. And we were like, what happened? Like, okay, big deal. Like your wife yeeted a knife out the window and almost killed somebody, but didn't.
Yeah.
What's the big deal?
No, exactly.
Unless like it was because the place was so bad, but like presumably something really terrible happens. I don't know.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Whew. We're back in one piece. Just. To be perfectly honest, I thought we were finished there for a while.
Oh, I know. What a lot of close shaves. There are so many carriages on the streets of London. You were very nearly flattened several times.
Oh, no, I didn't mean that.
Yes, I know. It was a marvellous defence, Naruhodo-san. It really was. I was in awe of you.
Oh, thank you.
And now that your fervent exploits have won us some more precious investigation time, let's see if we can't find some new clues for court tomorrow.
Yes, let's do that.
Or something happens and Shamspeare is actually murdered. That would be something. Wouldn't it?
Is everything alright?
I suppose. I still can't quite believe it, that's all. I'm here in England, working as a lawyer, I mean. In the Old Bailey, no less.
The old ballyhoo.
The truth is, it shouldn't be me, should it? It should be him standing in my shoes. It should be Kazuma. Actually, I just noticed, doesn't this floor look completely different right now?
Yeah, it's completely empty because we've only just moved in.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah.
We've been there for like 6 months, I think, by the time
Yeah.
we
Yeah, I hadn't actually paid attention to it, but yeah, no,
it's
there's like no
basically,
desk
yeah,
yet.
Yeah, we haven't
Yeah.
we've only just been given it, I think, in the previous case, wasn't it? Yeah, previous case we were given it at the end, I think.
Yeah,
actually,
I think so, at the end, yeah. Yeah.
Meaning like
And
3
then
days
fast-
ago
yeah.
or something.
Yeah, of course, and then fast forwards about like 2 months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
longer.
It was Kazuma-sama's wish that you follow him to Great Britain and work alongside him.
Yes, I mean, I never had the chance to ask him exactly why, but he clearly had a plan. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for him. No, he literally forced us basically on a boat,
In the wardrobe.
in the wardrobe. I was like, no, it's fine, you can just smuggle along, haha, we'll be
You're
fine.
doing wonderfully, Naruhodo-san.
Do you need a hand getting those pills out?
No.
I've no doubt that Kazuma-sama would say exactly the same if he were here with us.
Thank you, Susato-san. Thank you.
Squeak.
Oh, we can examine!
Yeah. That's our shovel.
Perhaps we should put this spade away somewhere.
Spade.
That's not a spade, Naruhodo-san. It's a shovel.
No, shovels are for digging. That's for scooping up. That's for scooping up loose material. It's a spade.
No, spades are for digging. That's for scooping up loose material. It's a shovel.
Well, it doesn't really matter, does it?
You're so right, Naruhodo-san. We mustn't quarrel over such trifles.
On reflection then, I'll leave this spade where it is.
Yes, I think that's for the best. We may need a shovel when we're working in the garden.
I don't think I would literally be able to tell the difference.
Me neither. I think that might be the only item we can interact with here.
That's actually hilarious. Genuinely, that's funny.
Oh no, wait,
Oh, and the
this
door.
one. Yeah. I heard that there's another room behind that door.
Yes, it's my bedroom, Naruhodo-san, as you well know.
Or shall I help you unpack your things?
That's very kind, but no thank you.
Your luggage looks very heavy. Are you sure I can't help you move it?
That's very kind, but really, no thank you. A young maiden's private chamber is a place of bittersweet secrets, you know.
The only secret I have is the 5-yen banknote hidden on the backside of my Daruma door.
Ah, now we know.
Ah.
Oh yeah, no, I think it's very important that when you see a neutered cat, you point at it and say, that's a neutered cat. It's very important that you call a spade a spade.
These tanks are for keeping sea creatures. They're called aquariums and they were all the rage in London at one time, apparently.
Yes. The English are so clever, coming up with the idea of having ocean life on display in the home.
And it means you always have an emergency midnight feast on hand too.
I'm not sure that's really the idea.
Yeah, I know we've seen the doll before.
Yeah, I
Talked
know.
about the
We
fact that-
talked about the fact that he was going to give it the other eye
Yeah, once he felt
became
like
a
proper lawyer.
a proper
Yeah.
lawyer. Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, like, did we use it at some point? I wonder. Do we use it now? Do we need a yen banknote somehow? Maybe in one of the later cases. Either way, everyone will help us remember that it's there, right?
Let's talk about today's trial. It was quite a shock earlier today, wasn't it? When the victim himself turned up in court and took the stand.
I know.
Not only that, but then finding out that he's actually a barefaced gas thief as well.
Yes, that was certainly a surprise to us all. For a while, it seemed as though everyone had quite forgotten about Suzuki-san poisoning the tea.
Careful of your phrasing, Suzato-san! He didn't poison anything! And there's more to this. Mr. Shemspeare than we yet to know, I'm sure of it.
Mr. Shemspeare certainly wasn't the noble, upstanding man everyone thought he was at first.
Sorry, yeah, the other eye thing is a tradition I'm aware of being given.
This big thing about Japan's standing, etc. It feels like somehow it might be relevant or entirely flavor. Yeah. See, that's the thing. I wasn't actually aware of the other eye
same.
thing.
No, me neither.
So that was all new to me. Learning with kobolds. But I wonder, because that yen thing wasn't part of the base text, it was a flavor text thing that we only found out after we clicked on her Chamber of Secrets. Her, what was it? Bittersweet Secrets.
Yes.
But at the same time, I hope it's a thing, because I like being rewarded for clicking on things. Not that I'm doing the clicking. Mr. Shemspeare, I've read that already. Private Chambers of Bittersweet Secrets! Is that the next animation I'm going to have to make? No.
What's become of him, actually?
I was told that he'd be returning to the hospital ward where he was receiving treatment.
Oh, which one is that?
Is he right next to Miss Olive? Probably. Goodness me. Let me see. Ah, yes. He's at St. Bartholomew's, or Bart's, as the Londoners call it.
Oh, we all know. We know that place, don't we?
Yes. We visited Miss Green there yesterday. It's the same hospital to which she was taken.
Ah, yes. After Suzuki-san stabbed her in the back.
Be careful of your phrasing, Naruhodo-san. He didn't stab anyone.
Perhaps we both owe Suzuki-san an apology. Saint Bartholomew's. Saint Bart. Yes, we should probably visit the hospital later. What's next? I understand Valona, just call it like...
Naturally.
So, we know that Suzuki-san took tea to the victim on the night in question. But, as he isn't a culprit, then obviously...
Yes, the poison surely wasn't in the tea.
But if that's the case... How on earth did the poison get into Mr. Shemspeare's body?
I'm sure we'll find a clue at the scene. There must be something in Mr. Shemspeare's room that will help solve the mystery.
I will say I like the fact that this second game has kind of returned to the roots where we do more investigating
I agree.
and like really paying attention to the crime scene. Like
Not
the
that
soap
first
thing.
one did, but the soap thing was definitely...
Yeah, no, yeah, but the first one was kind of
Yeah,
a trial
I know.
one anyway. But like when I think about like older Ace Attorney games, that was kind of my favorite thing, actually
Yeah.
doing the investigation and also paying attention to everything that was going on there.
Yeah.
Because it kind of felt like the other cases didn't have that nearly as
You were
much.
much more thrown into everything
Yeah.
in a kind of a mystified kind of... Well, no, the last case actually had much more of that.
Yeah.
Like, the very last one there was a lot
Yeah.
of, like, investigating and paying attention and stuff.
The crime scene, yes.
The crime scene! Soap.
So,
That's what you came into.
Yeah.
Just soap. It's all soap all the way down.
Yeah, it's
the
just soap.
spoiled
This is
season
the-
of suspicious soap!
well, naturally, Scotland Yard detectives have been over the place already, but it couldn't hurt for us to have another look around, I think.
Definitely. And I'm desperate to know the outcome of the investigation into the tea left in the bar of soap.
Well, if you wanted to Inspector Gregson, we could ask him about that.
You missed one stream and this is where it goes. Yeah,
Yeah,
soap all the way down.
yeah. Soap has been used for
Like-
many crimes.
Well, the guy we thought was murdered was actually not. He's alive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was fun. That was a good shock for the first day of spooky season.
Should have been checking the people.
You haven't, have you? Shame on you. And we discovered that the victim, who isn't dead, was also scamming the gas company by freezing water, or in this case tea, into a hole in a bar of soap and leaving it outside on the windowsill till it froze over, and then using them as coins.
Yeah. Oh no.
And that's how he discredited what?
She's 38. She's practically
Practically
dead.
dead, yeah.
Well, Gregory's 44.
Mm-hmm.
Gary
How
got
old is
46.
Francisque again? Like, 'cause he looks like 50.
32.
Yeah, he might as well be 50.
That Holmes
Yeah.
is 34. Let's not forget.
Yeah, Holmes is 34 and therefore is decrepit old gent.
Kazuma Asogi. The
Yeah.
best friend I ever had and a lawyer with such promise. What?
I was going to say, yeah, no, this whole case is actually quite deranged.
Yes.
So, yeah. That's, I think, why we're all just gently losing our minds.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Physiques is in his 30s. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you think he dyes his hair? Or do you think it's natural?
I think it's
Do
natural.
you think he's like a little Tumblr girly? Or do you think he's just dyeing his hair grey just because he's special? Although his wiki page, I think, says it's like light purple, which...
Was it like, yeah, fuck off, he's grey.
No.
No, get in the bin. No. I'm sorry. Like, that's not... I'm sorry.
I can't remember
Was
where
it
we were even
blue
on
or like
his-
purple?
It was definitely purple.
Oh, yeah, they call it purple. That's grey.
Definitely purple, yeah.
That's just fucking grey. I'm
I mean,
sorry.
I guess if you colour picked it, it probably is on the purple
Yeah,
spectrum.
it's a purple
But
grey.
it's like, yeah.
Which makes me think that he definitely dies. it.
Yeah, man's using that blue rinse already.
Yeah. Sholmes
Where
is
were
just
we on
grey.
his wiki? I can't remember, because we were avoiding looking up secrets about him.
Yeah,
Because, like, we were kind of covering the bottom of the page with
yeah.
our hands.
Because the freaking Phoenix, I mean,
What
sorry,
were we
Ace
looking
Attorney wikis, they do not have spoilers at all. It's
Spoiler
fucking
tags,
hilarious.
even.
It's like, this is one of the biggest things that you'd expect to, like, spoiler tag the fuck out of things, but no.
We-
That one didn't.
You say that you didn't see it.
No, I
but yet
really
you
did.
know it's the biggest thing that you'd think would have a spoiler tag.
Yeah.
So who's lying?
Oh no, I don't, I legitimately, I don't know. But
Your
no, I don't remember what's on there.
statements don't add up.
I think I was actually looking up his age.
I think maybe, yeah.
I also like that that the game has
yeah, 'cause
the
I
wiki
like
has
that
a
you were-
determined birthday. Like when
Yeah.
it's just
Oh,
between
yeah. But
like somewhere between like somewhere in
Deducted.
April. Yeah,
wasn't it deducted birthday?
Yeah,
or something?
like-
Did you, Stephen?
I don't know. Either way, it's like a couple of months. They did
Yeah.
like half a year.
Oh,
of, like...
I remember one of the reasons you were on there is to double check that
Oh
Mr. Nanahodo was actually
Oh my god!
old enough for us to
I
joke
know.
about shipping him with Sholmes.
I was like, oh
and
wait.
Fancies.
I was like, oh
And
shit.
just suddenly you were like, oh wait, hang on a second, is this man of legal age? Or are we very bad people?
I was like, oh
But it
no.
was okay, he's fine.
He's fine,
we're
he's
all
in his
fine.
20s.
Yeah.
He's in his 20s. We good. I was like, oh
Like,
god.
he looks old enough, but then you can never tell, can you?
No, it is
Which
good.
sounds really bad out of context, oh my god.
Good job.
Well, you see, officer, he was wearing lots of makeup.
Well, like not to forget, I just remember playing Final Fantasy X and being horrified to find out how young Riku was. I was like,
That's true,
she's
yeah.
what?
Yeah.
She's what?
Yeah.
Even as a teenager, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
why did they make her so young?
I thought
Like,
she was older than that for sure.
oh, that was awkward.
Yeah, very.
And that is how I learned my lesson.
He does look better in dark grey.
It does. Mm.
This is your line.
I know it's my line. I know it's my line. Just give me a sec.
On recaps.
You really saved my bacon in that horrible incident just before we left Japan. I can still picture him now, looking so fierce and determined in court.
His head tendrils
Laughing in the
tenderly caressing me as they flapped in the wind.
wind. And then after the trial, that crazy idea he came up with.
Ooh.
Smuggling
Fanfic!
as a stowaway.
Yes, you can fit inside my trunk if you curl up small enough, I'm sure. No one will know.
Like, this, it's just, sir, he's a bit deranged.
Yeah.
It's still so disturbing.
Tendrils!
Kazuma, why don't you tell me why?
The air conditioning up way too strongly in that room, didn't they?
Why go to these lengths so that I can accompany you in Great Britain?
Well, it's been on my mind ever since we got through that trial. That you really ought to go into law. Be a defense lawyer. You've got a natural talent for it. Believe me, I guarantee it. You definitely won't suffocate. I definitely won't film it on my phone. And multiple YouTubers definitely won't make videos laughing at you. Yeah, it'll be fine. You'll be golden. It's okay, Bryn. What?
That was one hell of a reference.
That was a hell of a reference.
Fucking hell.
The bone on the plate. Yeah, it is actually extremely grim, isn't it? But you ate it, not him. So why are you still having this conversation? Because wasn't there a sleeping drug in that? Didn't we establish? That's why the whole boat was asleep.
Yeah, but it hasn't kicked in yet. But I've never even thought about becoming a lawyer.
Well, I mean, it would be kind of strange for him to remember this conversation, given that he's essentially just been roofied.
Well, yeah, exactly, yeah, quite. But on top of this, sorry, I have to point out, like, smuggle him into England, which will absolutely not cause any problems whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily think we were as good at. I mean, no, who am I kidding? Yeah, England's not exactly known for its welcoming hospitality to stowaways.
No,
is it?
like that's like a really shaky
But maybe back
treaty.
then it was easier to.
Yeah.
Get away with it.
Yeah. Mhm.
You know. Well, I can't force you, obviously. You'll have to decide for yourself. But anyway, London is the cultural capital of the world, the city at the forefront of everything. Well, it can't hurt for you to see it with your own eyes.
No, that's true.
I suppose, though, if you were to become a lawyer, then one day...
One day what?
Oh, no, never mind.
This is so sus, like,
No,
sir.
right?
Yeah. ... question mark indeed.
Naruhodo-san?
Oh, sorry, I was just thinking about Kazuma.
Yes, he's forever in my thoughts too.
To
Change the Japanese judicial system for the better. That was his dream. And that's why he so desperately wanted to come to Great Britain to study, of course.
Yeah, that's right, but
Yes?
I do wonder if his true intention lay elsewhere sometimes. I don't know, the thought just takes hold of me every now and then, that's all.
Don't let the intrusive thoughts win, Naruhodo-san.
Kazuma's true intentions.
Naruhodo-san, what do you mean by Kazuma-sama's true intentions?
Oh, okay. Whoa, I got jump scared by sword. You weren't afraid of little hand just creeping up from below?
That was really distressing for some reason. I don't know.
Alright, Pocket is scared.
Oh, nobody saw that.
I mean this.
There's katana.
I never expected to inherit his sword after Kazuma passed away, of course.
Oh no, I know. It was because I asked you to take it.
So yeah, if you do become a lord, that means you will
You'll
die for government
secrets. Oh well.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's fine.
When I have it at my side in court, I feel as though it gives me courage.
Yes.
Actually, the night before he died, he told me a little about the sword.
Do you think he passed on his lawyer soulstone?
Yes, he did. I think so. That's what happened.
Sorry.
Yeah. His
Yeah.
job sword.
This job stone in the sword. You're a lawyer now. Do your quests. Sorry. That's right. It's a prized sword that's been passed down through generations of the Osogi clan. A Japanese man's sword is his soul, Ryunosuke, and I can't be parted from my katana. Karuma guides me. I truly believe that. Sword, Phoenix. Ryunosuke. Believe in yourself.
Do I need to draw
This is the
two
lawyer
giant
way.
melons for the sword?
Yeah.
Two uses.
Naturally. Naturally, we're all about big melons here. This is the sword right now. Yeah.
So its name compels its wielder to slice evil in two. Not that you would need much compelling.
On that subject, there's something very important that I have to do in Great Britain.
Something you have to do.
Yes. I'd appreciate you seeing it through with me.
Of course I will. Whatever it is, I'll see it through to the end with you.
I knew you wouldn't let me down. What did you mean by something very important that I have to do?
I had hoped that the answer to that question would become apparent when we arrived here, but as yet I've not found a single clue.
I see. Down it goes again.
That was very distressing. Yeah, if you become worthy of wielding it, your hair/appendages too will magically float around everywhere. I don't know why. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. He didn't die when he was in London, so sadly, his purpose for coming to Great Britain was.
Oh wait. Present.
Were you presenting her with?
I want to present her with the street map. So that's a son. What do you make of this?
Oh dear, what indeed? Let me see.
If you don't know, really, it's fine to say so. I won't hold it against you. Okay, well, I just wanted to know the reaction.
Yeah, I
that
want
she
to know
gives.
when the envelope comes into play as well.
Same.
Like, oh wait, I wonder if the poison could have been in the envelope.
Oh!
Since we took the only bit of it away with us, embarrassing, but what can you do? Maybe it was like rat poison that came into the envelope. I mean, Von Zieks did say that a rat had died of starvation. We don't know that it was starvation. It could have been strychnine.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is with the secrecy around this case? It's really, yeah.
Oh, Rudo! And Susie! Hooray! You're back!
Oh god, where's Sholmes? Where's Sholmes? I am so scared!
Hello, Iris. You're in fine spirits as always, I see. I am! And you look as immaculately presented as ever, Susie. Oh, you flatter me. Oh, you couldn't have come at a better time. I've just made a pot of tea. I'll set some cups.
Really? Thanks, Iris. But actually, what is that foul smell? Oh god, it's Sholmes.
Aha! The Wanderer's return at last! Where on earth have the pair of you been?
We've been in court.
Oh, for Mr. Moustache's case. That was today, was it? I'm sure I mentioned it only yesterday, Mr. Sholmes.
I'm sure you think you did. Oh, well, we can laugh about it now. So, tell me, how did the trial go?
Reasonably well so far. We've managed to escape without a guilty verdict, at least.
Really? I would have liked to see it. And I must pass the time of day with Mr. Reaper again. It's been too long.
Is Lord Van Ziek's an acquaintance, Mr. Sholmes?
Well, naturally. There's not a person in the world who doesn't know my name, Mr. Naruhodo.
Not quite what I asked, but still.
Mr. Sholmes, whatever is that odour?
Yes, what is it? It's faint, but absolutely awful.
Ah, indeed. That's the scent of victory, my dear fellows. Victory in science.
Oh dear.
Alright, I'll bite. What's he up to now?
Oh, for a second there I worried he'd crashed. Is this why Zeke's was so pissy about Sholmes and Eggy's case? I wonder.
Yeah, let's ask him about Lord Van Ziek,
Yeah.
shall we?
Lord Baroque Van Zieks, yes. It's an interesting sobriquet he has, isn't it? The Reaper of the Bailey. Once a legendary prosecutor has fought for someone's conviction, that person is doomed. Even if he or she is found not guilty by the courts, sooner or later that hapless soul will vanish from the capital.
Not vanish, how exactly?
Falling under a passing carriage, or drowning in the Thames, or succumbing to a sudden fever, or quite out of the blue being set upon by a highwayman. There are numerous routes to one's final terminus, my dear fellow.
It all seems a little far-fetched, really.
Well, on the bright side, Mr. Moustache is biting fit, for the time being at least.
That's not overly reassuring.
I think when this game was localized, he
Yeah.
or she was much more common than they
Yeah,
in general parlance.
yeah.
So I am want to give it a pass, but I do think it's
Fucking
stupid.
Stupid.
Really dumb.
Also, I mean, it depends on the localization team, because Japanese, I believe, does has very gendered words, but also
That's also
ungendered words. So I wonder if that's why they used
Yeah.
it, because they very much made Sholmes use that kind of language. But my god, just use they.
It is stupid.
If the rumors are true, though. Oh yeah.
That's A, my line, and B, I was about to say something else. I still
Sorry.
think it's absolutely ridiculous. When I was at school, I think, have I talked about this? Possibly. When I was at school and we had to do like a how to write a letter class, we were told that absolutely under no circumstances should you write a letter to somebody who you don't know the gender of, addressing them as dear sir or madam, because that would offend somebody. And I'm like, I think as a woman, I would be really stinking offended if somebody addressed a letter to me saying dear sir,
I've had that happen to me.
versus I
Yeah.
don't actually know which one you are, so let's just assume that you could be either and we'll find
Yeah.
out later.
Uh-huh.
But no, we can't hurt the precious Mansy-Wansy's feelings.
Yeah.
So,
Back in the day, that was a... And now, if you just... Also, like, to whom
to
this...
whom it may concern.
I like... That is fine.
Yeah,
I don't give a
I don't-
shit. Like,
I
just
don't
use
hate
that.
that.
And apparently that is now also rude.
Yeah, which I'm like, I don't give
I'm
a
like,
toot.
if I don't know... basically, these days, I just say... Hi. Because everybody just writes emails. So you can just say hi if you sent an email.
See, standard legal letter to other lawyers if they don't know the gender is dear sirs, and A, I think that's appalling, and B, should it not just be dear my learned friend? I think it should be.
I think so too.
I think we should write a petition. Do you think we should set up a petition? I think so.
But yeah, no, in certain professions, even if you're a woman, you will be called sir no
Yeah.
matter what. And I'm okay with that, personally.
Yeah.
But I also understand this may not be the case for other women.
Yeah. I mean, I don't, look, I say offended. I don't personally give a toot, but I would much rather be referred to as, you know,
Yeah.
dear sir or madam
Mm-hmm.
than just have it assumed that I'm a dude because, well, why would
Yeah.
just
I get so...
okay.
Yeah.
But then people tended to assume that you were a dude much more in online games as well.
I
guess
guess
it's
thought I was a dude.
The way I play must be very feminine because nobody ever assumes that about
Yeah.
me. They're always like, oh, you must be a girl. That
Like,
probably
did-
says a
it-
lot.
Yeah, it didn't matter if I played male or female characters
No.
either. It's my way of writing. People tend to assume I'm a guy.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't give shit.
I write with eyelashes, you see. So
Eyelashes,
there's-
yeah, I'm sorry.
all my text has eyelashes and bobs on it, so everyone can tell I'm a girl. 'Cause
It's true. Oh
all my
God.
words are just boobly all over the place.
I also-
They say.
It's true. I also have male handwriting.
Yeah.
If I have to listen to handwriting analysis like those
That's true.
things earlier on, my handwriting could be considered male adjacent.
Yeah, it's true. Although I find it really funny that actually in the 14 years
Yeah.
or something that we've been together,
Mhm.
our handwriting has actually got a lot more similar.
Yes.
But like mine is the very, very fancy, ornate, swirly, curly, floral, girly version of your handwriting.
Yeah, I have the doctor's handwriting.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is. It is just a stereotype. It's just.
Yeah, it's like
I mean-
shit.
There is, like, this is the problem with stereotypes, of course. There are usually stereotypes for a reason, but saying, oh, yeah, well, that absolutely cannot be this because that is the stereotype
Yeah.
is also just stupid.
Boy,
Just
have
like,
I
yeah, it's
bad
more
news.
likely to be that,
Yeah.
but not necessarily. I don't know.
So, I
Like
mean,
a heavily gendered way to raise kids that don't have any innate ways to do things yet.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't know anything about that because I was raised in the 80s and 90s.
And there was a lot of heavily gendering going on in my family.
yeah, I basically I was allowed to do whatever the fuck I wanted.
You were raised much more gender neutral than
Yes.
I was. I was
Yeah.
like, little girls wear dresses and cook and clean and don't do anything like, dig holes in the garden or climb trees. Get out of that tree, child, you're a girl.
Yeah. Yeah, with me, I mean,
It worked out well. I'm
yeah, I was just, well,
I do
Yeah.
cook and clean though, so.
yeah, I can cook, but I was,
You don't clean?
no, I don't clean. I suck at cleaning. I try my best, but I'm not good at it. No, even when it came to cooking, it's my dad who taught me how to cook. So I didn't get the girly cooking. I got the fun, like, chef cooking.
Yeah.
So again, I was never taught how to do housekeeping or anything. Anyway,
Yeah.
game's gone to sleep.
My grandmother literally raised me as though I was going to marry a rich man and raise his children. And any kind of career that I could possibly have wouldn't matter.
Mhm.
Because why would you bother with a career when you're
Oh.
you're going to do the wife thing?
Yeah.
Well, boy howdy.
Yeah, see with me, like, I think they tried to gender things, but I hate baby dolls. And I've done
Yeah.
that since I was a tiny, tiny baby.
My
So-
mum got really mad because I put makeup on mine. It's like,
I
that's
know.
not what you do with a baby.
Yeah.
I'm like,
So thankfully my family listened to me. I played with toy cars and dinosaurs. And they were like, well, if that's what she wants, that is what she gets. Because I didn't care for dolls. And I also have, like, negative maternal instinct. Loved animals and baby animals, but humans I didn't like. And my mom, I can't believe nobody said, could she be autistic? She doesn't seem to really like human contact much, but she loves animals. Oh no, she's this quirky like that, weird unsocial child.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But back when we were young, girls
Yeah.
couldn't have autism. So.
No. No. But yeah, the stupid gender bullshit that people get put into,
Yeah.
it makes me so angry.
Exactly, because
I-
then you are more likely to fall into that stereotype and suffer because you don't know any different.
Yeah.
Just like again in the UK, I genuinely did not think there was any possibility that I could be, a big fat gay girl, because I just didn't think that was a thing that really happened. Until I got older and was like, oh, the internet exists. Oh, those girls are kissing. Oh, is that a thing that can happen?
Yeah.
Neat. That sounds more fun for some
Yeah.
reason. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say something. I forgot what it was. But it was more interesting than my coming out story, which was awful. What was it? Oh well, never mind. Probably wasn't that fun.
Well,
If the rumours are true, though, the obvious conclusion would surely be that those acquitted are, well, by Lord Fonseca's own hand.
I don't know if you can give people fever, but
Well, I mean, maybe. Didn't they say that vampires can sometimes cause diseases?
oh, that's true.
Isn't that a thing? Is that
Yeah.
a thing? It was, right?
Yeah.
Plagues and stuff, right?
Yeah.
The malaise.
They might. Like,
Oh, and I guess no, it was mostly the malaise caused by sucking all their
Yeah.
bloods out.
yeah.
But
Yeah. See, the internet wasn't a thing when I was growing up, so I just.
yeah, we had the internet early, I'll admit, in my house, but I still think I wasn't. I want to say 14, 15 years old. I was 15. I was around 14 or 15 when I got my first Hotmail address. Which is why it's a Pokemon themed one. Yeah. And before that, I didn't have an email address at all. But yeah, we had it quite early in my house because my mum used it for work. Now I've got tea stuck in the back of my throat because I've been drinking tea throughout this tea case and I think I'm dying of strychnine poisoning.
But yeah, no, I'm glad the internet is at least around these days because, like, unless you grew up in a very great country that wasn't liberal at the time, like mine.
Yeah. I'm glad it exists for some reasons, and I'm equally unglad. Oh goodness, I'm sorry.
Whew. As it happens, Miss Susato, that is quite impossible. Oh, why? Naturally, the man very quickly came under such suspicion. However, whenever these incidents occurred, the Reaper always had a cast iron alibi.
Really?
It's very convenient, isn't it? And so his reign continued. But 5 years ago, he vanished from the courts, never to appear as a prosecutor again. That is, until you arrived in the country, Mr. Naruhodo.
He had such a hate boner, he just
Yeah,
got back
right?
in there. Yeah, so I've heard. In fact, it was the very day I arrived when I was thrust into that trial at the Old Bailey. That bitter fight to the death coincided with the Reaper's resurrection, and really did end bitterly indeed. Boss mentioned.
Bus,
Anyway.
bus, woo! And here you are, facing Mr. Reaper again. Poor Bruno, I don't know if you're just incredibly unlucky or incredibly unlikable.
I think it goes deeper than just me. I sense a general loathing of all Japanese people.
Oh, he's just a big fat racist.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
I will ignore the foul smell and continue with Japanese people. But Mr. Natsume, who I'm currently defending, being Japanese, as well as Mrs. Sato and myself, I felt it even more keenly in court today. For some reason, Lord Van Zeek seems to have an inherent disdain of the Japanese.
Indeed, it is an interesting observation. Do you know something about it? Do you, Mr. Sholmes?
You're all dying to know, Sholmes.
I've forgotten.
It was about 10 years ago that Baroque van Zeeks chose to enter the legal
Oh
profession.
my god, background dropped.
However, before that time, the young man's closest companion hailed from the Empire of Japan.
No!
Bad breakup, I see.
I guess so.
What the? Tell us more, Mr. Sholmes! What happened? Okay. I forgot.
I believe I've made it clear before. I'm unable to tell you anything about the affair.
What?
Oh, but
So it was a married Japanese person.
the veil will be lifted on the events of the past in due
Ah.
course, I have no doubt.
Sholmes, you
For now, however, it is Mr. Moustache who is most deserving of your attention, I believe.
Oh, I hate you too, game. I hate you too.
His ex was definitely not Kazuma. I think he was about our age, meaning he would have been about 10 back then, I think. Unless he's older than us. He went to the same school as us, didn't he? And if we're in our 20s and he's in his 20s, then 10 years ago he would have been much too young to write fan fiction about, that's for sure.
What about,
I wonder about Susato's daddy.
Yeah, I'm currently Susato's daddy.
I'm still currently suspecting Susato's daddy because wasn't his name on the list?
Yes.
Oh no, that was
Well,
Kazama.
no.
I was expecting his name to be on the list.
Yeah,
but
and it
Kazuma's
wasn't.
was
Yeah,
on the
no,
list.
he called her back because he noticed the names on the list. It was Greggy, a name we don't know, Kazuma,
Kazuma and
what's the last one? I don't remember the last one. Well, I'm sure we'll come back. Foul smell time.
yeah, what the hell was it? Or was it her dad on there as well?
I don't think so.
But yeah, the Aishin was the only one that we haven't seen so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Susato could be the same age as Sherm as far as the character designs go. Yeah, but she's 16.
K. Asogi, Aishin, T. Gregson, and J. Wilson.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Thank
Wilson.
you.
Duh,
Wilson,
how did I forget?
Oh, I'm such a dummy.
Her daddy.
Yeah.
But you know, she's also only 16, so technically speaking, I think her father is in his 40s.
Yeah.
So,
he could easily be the same age as...
yeah.
I mean, hang on, 16, 40s. He could be younger than
I mean, yeah, I know, but like, yeah, though she could be design-wise, it keeps her being surprised how
that.
young
Yeah,
she is.
design-wise, yeah, everyone is incredibly youthful until they're very old. So
Was that
everybody
incredibly fast?
moisturizes. Yes, sorry, foul smell.
Ah, well, most probably this, I would say.
What is that?
I need to stop voicing him like Garrodale for a second there.
My dear fellow, it is, of course, my latest invention. A chemical test that can identify whether or not a tea is genuine at the drop of some tea. Oh my.
There are some unscrupulous sorts manning the stalls along some of London's less frequented streets. And they regularly sell what purports to be high-quality tea, but is in fact merely dyed leaves of drab flavour.
Well, that's certainly unsavory behavior.
So, when one is presented with what appears to be black tea, one must be careful. Iris, do you think he bought some tea that was supposed to be tea but wasn't actually tea?
Yeah.
Do you reckon? Her dad is in forensics. He did something that tainted a case too, / against Van Sieks maybe, which would explain as well his disdain too. Well done, you proved no one else's blood turns green. Yeah, that's a good point though. Yeah, but he's also clearly in sort of crime adjacent stuff. So I do wonder. I don't know. I do.
At the ready, Hurley.
Oh, Kazuma had a dad. And it was Kazuma's dad that we have never met.
Let us add a drop of my chemical to this cup of tea here. Do you see what happens?
This is definitely going to be relevant.
It turned completely black. Are we allowed to use this in court? Because last time we did that, they were
Last
like,
time- Well, it's possible that the reason he was so anti us using it last time is
yeah.
because we did in fact use one of Mr. Sholmes's science experiments last time, and proved that the defendant was
you're
was
right.
innocent. Maybe, I don't know.
And what a foul odour it's giving off.
Indeed, the blacker the tea becomes, and the more foul the odour,
The better the tea is.
it would appear that this cup was a particularly fine Darjeeling, and now it's ruined.
yeah, that's very ingenious. But what do you do with that black liquid now?
I freeze it on the windowsill and put it in the gas meter.
Why, dispose of it, naturally. Surely you wouldn't like to drink it, would you? There does seem to be a rather obvious problem with your new invention, Mr. Sholmes.
Yeah, the candy press never got used. I am still
Yeah.
waiting for that to come back. That
Yeah.
stupid bar still haunts me.
Yeah, the fact that the candy press is just like
The fact that he also orders all those things in to check it out, and then
Well, I mean, yeah, that was the funny.
I know,
that
I
was
know, I
the
know.
joke at the
I
end
know,
was
I
the
know,
fact that
yeah.
like 7 majillion of
I
them had
know.
started appearing at his house.
Apolog dealt with it. Yes.
Yeah, it was. We were like, haha, that's funny.
Yeah. All the music, yeah, exactly. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Hence, why this chemical test is merely a test, my dear madam.
Right.
The point is, we are entering a new era of science in the world of criminal investigation also.
Yes, forensic science. Oh, these are such exciting times.
I regularly engage in this scientific experimentation alongside my unofficial consulting detective work. The Herlock-Sholmes method will be the foundation upon which modern investigative technique is based. This little tea indicant was a happy byproduct of my ongoing forensic science research. I can say the word forensic, absolutely.
Forensic science.
Forensic science.
I suppose I should find out more about that. Okay, I'm gonna keep talking to
Never
you.
heard of it.
So, your tea test. Is that an example of forensic science?
Indeed it is. An essential tool in cases that hinge on the knowledge of whether some tea is of high or inferior quality.
Not a huge number of cases then.
Perhaps a more practical example is required. Fingerprints? Not yet accepted in our courts as evidence, I might add. Really, we are dragging our heels here.
I hadn't ever heard of them until recently.
Which is partly why I undertake research in this field myself, of course. If Hansix is listening to us in bat form and is absolutely fuming. Yeah. We're going to find so much guano in our shoes in the morning.
Does that mean you're studying fingerprints, Mr. Sholmes?
There are others in that field already, and I abhor the company of... Blah, blah, blah. And I abhor the company of inferior minds. No, what I am researching is skin prints. He puts his butt on the photocopier and makes, obviously,
Skin prints?
a nomenclature of my own design, as is this chemical agent that makes it possible. It instantly reveals objects touched by whichever person is under investigation.
What?
Brilliant, Mr. Sholmes.
As long as it doesn't turn everything completely odorous and black.
I assure you, my dear fellows, you will witness my forensic talents in action very soon indeed.
I know. Well, I think we should go back to the scene and see if we can uncover any new clues.
That's the spirit, Bruno. See you later.
Yes, until later.
Oh, no, Mr. Sholmes. We were thinking you'd come with us.
You were?
Yes, of course. You said so just a moment ago. You said we'd witness your forensic talents in action.
Ah, yes, I do recall saying something along those lines.
Where's the punch button?
But you go on ahead. I shall be sure to follow you later. In all likelihood, probably, maybe. Well, I might.
Your commitment astounds me.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Sholmes. We'll eagerly await your arrival. Bye-bye, Bruno. Bye, Susie.
It turns out into a punch-out game for a bit. Yeah, that would actually be pretty fun. And suddenly you got the three-quarter view. It's not even three-quarters, is it? It's just side on, but like tipped slightly. Oh, man's working!
Mr. Sholmes seems to be making funny faces at something on his desk.
He's analysing.
I thought he said he was going to come with us to Mr. Shakespeare's room.
You very specifically said the opposite of that.
No doubt he's preparing something, Mr. Naruhodo. Something amazing. And he's doing it whilst asleep. Is there no limit to the man's talents?
It's over the shoulder. Oh, is it? Punch out. See,
Yes.
I thought it was
like sort of a slightly kind of half diagonal-ish, top-down-ish view?
Yeah, depending on the game.
Okay,
yeah.
so the one I've seen is the one that everybody was doing the speed run of, because I was watching Summoning Salt's video on that. I think. Yeah, it was Summoning Salt, wasn't it? Yes, it was. I can hear the music now. I don't think it was Carl Jobst.
No, it wasn't. There were no cheating things.
No,
I think.
exactly. So.
But it's kind of half over the shoulder 3D.
Is it? Show me.
Like, depending on what first person, like.
So I thought it was from like, but then like again, this is the one I was thinking. It'd be over the shoulder if Little Mac wasn't tiny.
Here, like Little Mac is kind of tiny, like.
Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, that is the angle I was thinking
Yeah.
of, but I just had it registered kind of.
Yeah, which
slightly,
I understand as well.
Yeah. See, when you say over the shoulder, my brain goes like Quake, Doom,
Yeah,
Duke
yeah, no, I see
Nukem,
what
you
you're
know,
saying,
that
yeah.
kind of thing, kind of. Except that's like not really over the shoulder,
Yeah,
but
no. You're just a little dude.
you're just this guy, you
Yeah.
know. What are we doing now?
Well, I'm trying to determine what we're gonna do next. Because we're also hitting our stream.
We are
time.
hitting end of stream time. So do we investigate now?
I'm leaning towards it being good if we start the investigation next time.
So what we're saying is we're gonna go sleep along with Sholmes.
Yeah, I think
We're all-
Sholmes is the right
We're all
idea.
gonna start making faces at our analytics.
Yeah, and I really have to cut myself short with this as well because I want to keep going.
Yeah, right.
But I absolutely should not keep going. It's been 3 hours.
And if we do lots of examinations next week,
Yeah, then we still nice and fresh.
we'll have a chance of remembering. We did have a lot of yeets today.
Yes. I think
You want to go investigating the Shamspear room?
it could. Are you seriously saying
It could take that long. There is a chance.
I will take us to the Shakespeare room?
I see. Persuasion works on you.
But I'm not gonna say I'm gonna investigate. I just want to see what it looks like.
It looks the same, except the bars of soap have gone back
And the
outside.
teacups are back. Oh, it's
Oh,
Greggy.
and
We'll talk to
Greggy's
Greg.
here.
Oh, hello again, Inspector Gregson.
What are you doing here?
Well, we were hoping to have another look around, actually. Well, we put them back there.
Yeah, I guess we did.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
We just noted them.
Yeah, maybe we took a photo of them or something.
Yeah, 3D analyzed them, so we had all the details anyway.
Yeah.
The lawyer representing the defendant has a right to examine the scene, as I'm sure you're aware.
Yeah, I know the score.
Oh, yeah, one other thing. The soap on the ledge outside the window. Did you find it with the tea in it?
Yeah, we found it all right, and there was a small amount of tea in it, as you said.
I knew it!
It's with the identification section at the yard now. They're looking into it. The results should be available later today.
That's wonderful news, thank you.
Pretty impressive performance in court this morning.
Sorry?
Nothing, forget it. Just make sure you don't disturb anything in here. Yeah, this is soap, all right. Oh dear God.
Oh. I must resist. I am not perceiving
Alright.
the shows
I
I wish to
didn't
investigate.
see any of that.
We invited him
We
here!
did ask him to come here, to be fair.
For once, he didn't invite himself. But he is definitely, I swear, considering pocketing some stuff for his next disguise.
I think so too. Yeah, he said he might. Maybe, possibly,
Yeah.
probably, maybe not,
I think
maybe.
Iris made him.
I wonder if that hole in the wall that's been boarded up is where the old meter used to sit.
Oh, that would make sense actually.
But I don't know.
It's weird.
Doesn't really connect to the pipes very well after all. I still don't think ripping a gas meter off the wall is...
No.
He was asleep in his room, but maybe he only needs a very small amount of sleep on account of all the caffeine.
Yeah.
So much caffeine.
Yeah. Oh man. So anyway.
Do you think that's what the tea identification liquid is actually for? Determining the purity of different kinds of substance. Tea.
You know what? I think you may be right.
Yeah, all
Tea.
these shady tea stalls lining the back streets of
With
London
With bad quality
with
tea.
bad quality tea.
Yeah. Gotta make sure that the caffeine content is.
No, you're
Correct.
right. You're right. The water stain wouldn't be where it is if that's where the meter used to be. That's
Oh, yeah.
true. Although there's a box there now, maybe you put the box to cover the old wall. No, I think somebody just punched the wall. To be fair, it's just a garret.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the new meter got installed after he ripped the other one off, and they developed a new, even fancier one,
Yeah.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
But I'm still questioning the safety of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway. So,
Yeah. So we've got Shomes to look forward to next
Yeah.
week, that's for sure.
It has a different look.
It does have a slightly
I think.
different. No, it's
Or
still
is
the
it the
same
same?
colour, I think, actually. I
Yeah,
can't
maybe
check
it
the
is the
court
same.
record.
Doesn't have the green on it, but that could literally just be simplified.
Yeah,
art.
exactly. It looks pretty similar to me.
Yeah. It does. Yeah, it looks very similar.
Why would he keep doing it if it wasn't working with this one too? Well, it was working.
Yeah.
Like they couldn't work out why he was how they took it away, developed an even better one
Yeah. Because
that
it
was
kept-
even less able to be broken into.
Mhm. But they didn't
But-
change the coin.
But they didn't
mechanism.
change the
Yeah.
oh yeah, clearly we're misunderstanding.
It's,
We can't do it anymore, can we?
well. Okay.
Sorry.
I mean, sorry for not getting it. Just realised there's a wig and it looks really weird with the perspective of Shrooms' leg.
Yeah, right. It does look strange, like he's standing on it.
Yeah, I'm
He's
like,
standing
no.
on a puffy cloud.
But yeah, so next week we'll be coming back to this.
Whatever this is, yeah.
Whatever this is. Man.
Well, I'm
Gonna be a long
glad
way.
that we've established that it's
Soap?
spoiled season of suspicious soap.
Yeah, okay. Glad we're on the same line
We
now.
weren't on the same line.
We are now.
You took you like an hour to be. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, yes, let's wrap up. We'll be back next week.
Yes.
Same-ish time.
Allegedly. Fingers crossed. Hopefully, we should be. We're aimed to be.
Yeah.
Barring great personal tragedy.
Yes.
Sorry, I like to put that disclaimer in just because.
Yeah,
I
with
don't-
the way our life
I
goes.
do not
you
trust
never
the
know.
universe.
No, it's like the monkey paw, like,
Yeah.
curls, like, fuck.
5 chalices and 2 bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that was that one case, wasn't it? Yeah, because the crush happened at like yesterday's
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah, this stream we had
Right at
four,
the beginning.
four yeets.
4 yeets
And
and
two
2 bottles. But yeah, in total, that first day of court, you're right, we did. We had 5 crushes. Well, 5, yeah, 1 crush, 4 yeets, and 2 bottles.
Yeah.
It's not bad. He got
No.
pretty mad.
Yeah. 2 whole bottles. I know.
But one of them, of course, was just his arm moving, and you know.
Oh yeah, it's accidentally threw
Yeah.
a bottle and knocked somebody out, yeah. It's no
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, exactly like you said. He's going to be restocking from his cellar, from his coffin.
Alright, got anything to add?
I do not.
Alright, you wanna say goodbye?
Thanks for coming to our stream. Don't forget, keep your soap on a rope. Always follow the kobold motto, live Pocketfluff. Objection! Yeah, I'm going to keep rhyming things with soap now. And until next time, what are you doing? Until
There we go.
we hope you'll be well. Good night.
Good night.